Oh yeah, we went once,
Hmm.
got out, and never went back. Okay.
Yeah.
Who's Rudolph? No, just kidding.
Oh, he says he's 10 minutes from home.
Okay.
And
All
that
right.
story adds up because he's not in WoW. I was ready to whistleblow on him.
So we will begin today's session back in the Seer Cave. Session 35, right?
That's what you've put on the Discord.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, I think that's right.
We have the power as a group to decide that it is.
Okay. Well, we are in session 35 then.
Yes.
All right, recording starting. Okay, so last session, a pretty big one. You guys woke up in the winery, well, the ruins of it, when you decided to press onwards towards Yester Hill. As you guys had heard some things about kind of a bit of an uprising that they had begun to put into motion after acquiring the Green Gem. So you guys set off. After a few hours of travel, you arrived at a large, just kind of overgrown forest, which suddenly a couple of you guys were affected by various visions. Some of you saw different things and heard different things, but the message was clear to get to Yester Hill. Um, After speaking with a seer who told you guys some visions, it was to speak to Kulain at the foot of Yester Hill after hearing that Gothius, an old druid who long ago, with some other druids, attempted to seal up the dark powers in the Amber Temple, was corrupted. He died on Yester Hill, staked. That's kind of what the visions were told. He turned evil. That's why on the way up there, some crazy stuff happened on this burial ground that is known as Yester Hill, as some old druids rose up out of the ground and began to assault you guys as you made your way up. Kulain, not wanting to waste any time, said we needed to continue onward to drive the spear that Keikli now had into the heart of Gothius to prevent him from rising up again. Unfortunately, on the way up there, it was met with some dire things as both Iser and Ends ended up dropping into the ground under the fall of rain and lightning. As some quick thinking from Keikli, after you guys dealt with some madness, was able to gently repose your friends, get them in a bag as you guys made your way back down the hill, trailed now by many druids. You made your way into the Seer Cave again, as that's where the session will begin today. Enz and Iser have dropped. It's just the four of you guys now with Rudolph, as that is where we'll begin today's session.
We were being followed, yeah?
Yeah, and Rudolph's actually going to turn to you guys and say, "Okay, keep going. I've got some ways to distract them. I'll try to hold them off as best I can. You must go."
Go where? This is a one entrance cave.
Just, if you're quick, if we don't have time to think, I can make my way out and possibly draw them away, but if you make your way following just quick after me, maybe you can make it back to Kresk or to the road or to Valaki or anywhere. Just, it's better than dying here.
We'll
I'm
meet
gonna
you back
grab
in Cress.
I'm gonna grab one of the eye marbles, one of the different color, uh, a green one, and I'm gonna hand it and say, toss it, and then pick it back up. We will know if you're safe with this.
Okay. He does that as he pulls a couple little canisters out of his bag, and you guys in game wouldn't know, but they kind of look like little grenades, almost like little smoke grenades. And he tosses a few out, and they make little bing, bing, bang, bang, loud noises to try to deter him as he goes charging off, firing his gun. As it's just the three of you guys now. A quick moment. Just setting off.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
the direction of Kresk, I think.
Okay.
the safest, closest place.
So, under the guise of gunfire, as you make your way off of more north now towards Crest to the crossroads past the winery, you eventually, after, well, shit, it was It was 8 miles back to the winery. It's gonna be like another probably 16 to Crest. It's like basically 3, a little past 3. Plus you got 2 dead bodies. Regardless, you guys finally arrive at the gates of Kresk. Battered, beaten, bruised, Keoklee, still exhausted, but alive nonetheless. And upon arrival, the guards see you guys and recognize you, and they let you inside.
I know that Enz is in the bag of holding, but are both bodies in the bag of holding?
I thought that's what you guys decided.
No, the bear, wait, was it a bear or a lion? Whichever animal companion I still had was carrying
Bruno is
Iser's
very
body.
nice.
Do they let
No.
a bear and a dead body into Crest?
No, seeing the bear, they probably would not let the bear in. Or the dead body. They'd be very cautious about it.
A
Why
friend
you-
fell in battle. We need to sought for help. He might still make it.
All right, come in quick. And on the way in, they're gonna just kind of try to stop you and inspect your hands. Do the same test that they had tried to do the first time. This is just a precaution. Please take this blade. Cut your hands if...
We don't have
it-
time for this. Any second, this body could become a real dead and not a. Can we take it to the church at least?
What church? You mean that... Oh. No. You're crazy to go up there.
Isn't there anyone that can deal with dying people in here?
Well, if the tales are true, the abbot, but no one goes up there.
We have to at least try.
We have to try.
All right, roll me a group persuasion to see if you can convince this guy to let you guys in.
Do we all do a persuasion then?
Hmm?
Do we all do it, or does someone do it?
No, all of you.
Alright, guys, don't fuck me.
Oh, I fucked you. I fucked you hard. We're raw dogging it, baby.
He looks at all of you. He gives Keoklee a strange look as
You guys can come in, she can wait outside.
damn mongrel folks. But eventually the gates free up just enough to allow you guys inside as you make your way back into the gates of Kresk.
I'll just give him a tip off that, whatever his public-facing name is, I think is Rictavio, right? That Rictavio might be coming as well, but we're not sure. Just so that he doesn't turn up and be surprised that another guy is here.
Okay. Oh. Man. Air 37. Come on, load. But you guys arrive in. It's not many people that are out in the streets. You see a couple townsfolk kind of venturing in and out of the inn. It's not changing my image, but yeah, it's definitely a quiet day in town. People are just going about their day. You see some people carrying wood from one place to another.
Some people carrying wood, meanwhile us carrying a legless body.
Yeah,
And
it
2
definitely
legs.
is- As you come in, you're definitely getting some strange looks as all the people are just murmuring, what happened? Oh my god, look at his legs, look at his... Oh my god.
Shall we rush to the abbey? Do you think it's as dangerous as they think?
I think we have no choice. We have to try and do something to save our friends.
Do your prayer thing. Pray to your statue to see if going to the abbey is a good idea.
Okay. I'll take the little bust of a statue head.
I will.
I always imagine it's like tied to my shoulder like a parrot, but it's not. It can't be. It's too heavy. I'll place it on the floor and I'll kneel down in front of it and like, I don't know, whatever I do to wake him up, maybe like gently tap him on the forehead until like goldfish tank he's awake.
If you're doing augury, that comes from your icon of Ravenloft, so you don't have to tap Busty to wake him up. It's just your little.
Oh shit! Okay, that's Kai has deceived me on that.
That's what I was trying to say.
All right, I will.
To be fair, they're both statues, I suppose.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, they are both statues. I thought it was coming from the necklace for a moment, but it's not. I don't have enough charge to do an augury today.
Why not? You haven't.
I don't know. It just says you don't have enough charge. It says. I think it's categorized as non-rechargeable item, so I think I do have enough. So I will cast.
Yeah, because for me, it said 0 or it said 1 of 1 for some reason.
For me, my book says 0 out of 3, but I know I can use each of the things once per day, so I just don't worry about it.
Yeah, I know I can do it once a day, so I won't worry about it either. And I will use my first and only use today for the purpose of augurizing whether or not taking 2 dead bodies to the abbot will wheel and woe, or nothing as.
Wheel.
Okay, good results. I will stand up from the kneeling position, praying, and I will look to Icarus. I think we should, and we need to go faster than this. We need to stop not going and go.
Let's go then. The strongest of us carries the body. Definitely not me.
What, did they let the bear in?
No,
No,
they didn't.
no, they would not let the bear.
Can't the bear? Let's see. I'm trying to remember. Are there walls that go all the way around, or can the bear like
No,
meet
you
us
can't sneak in.
behind? Well, no, like meet us behind to go. Because didn't we kind of take like
Yeah, I mean,
switchbacks up
yeah.
to the abbey?
He can meet you guys where you guys met Bartholomew up on that.
Yeah.
road up to the abbey.
Yeah, I'd have him go there.
I'll tell the bear to meet us downtown.
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
Okay, so you go along the path, and there's still in the ground. It's dried, but you see on the snow is still some dried blood from where that occurred a couple days prior, where you rescued the ward. But eventually, as you guys make your way up, you are greeted by 2 mongrel folk again as you make your way up to the front gate. What's up?
I will. Well, everyone is rushing, trying to not be seen by anyone. Where the fuck is my inventory? Okay, I see it. I'll grab this flask and some of the blood that I guess is being frozen by the snow. I will toss it in.
Okay. Just cuz?
Yeah, just cause.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe you had something tied to that.
I'm just collecting blood.
But alright, you make your way up, and these 2 strange, disfigured kind of, they look like an amalgamation of different animal parts, comes up to you. Hello?
We
Hi.
wish audience with the abbot. We're hoping that he can help fix our deceased friend.
Abbot's inside.
Okay,
Maybe.
sounds good. Do you want to open the gates for us, please?
We can do that.
Oh, these guys are really nice. it's so polite.
So Raven, as you enter in to this area, you hear the faintest whispers just kind of echoing every so often of Strahd must die. Strahd must die. But as you enter, the Abbey of St. Markovia stands atop a snow-covered hill. Hello, Aaron. How you doing?
I'm back.
Exuding an aura of solitude and age, its ancient stone walls are kissed by the cold, and a sense of loneliness surrounds the place. Encircled by a small stone wall, the abbey has a gatehouse that serves as a solemn guardian of this weathered sanctuary. And as you enter in, you see that off to the right is kind of a grave of sorts. And then as you look off to the left, it seems to lead to a kind of central path that definitely looks like kind of a courtyard, as the whole abbey itself has it's a large building, but you see that along the path you can see that there's another 2 doors that lead into this building itself. If it's easier, I'll pull you guys to this page.
Ooh, thank you.
There we go.
Oh,
Oh, the Mongols actually that tiny.
They are pretty tiny. You see that they're kind of these disfigured, almost dwarf-like beings.
Who's this other guy?
Also mongrel folk.
is
Are
it
you
mongrel
asking their
folk?
names? Yes.
We know that this place were guarded by Grisel and Grog. Are you related?
No, maybe. My name Barkskin. My job guard today. And the other one says, I'm Marbles. I'm on lookout today.
And what about you? As I point out to the
Oh,
other
shit,
one.
yeah. Pay no mind. That one's not with you guys. Sorry, he's in the
Okay.
player tab when I dragged it out there.
No worries. Wait, can you drag the tab and it spits the whole group out?
Yeah. Well, it's a
You
module
just
called.
saved me so many movements of the mouse in my own game. Thank you.
It's called Defred's droppables. You can drop.
Oh,
whole
okay,
folders
never
onto
mind.
The screen. I have a macro for it too, but I think you might need another module to get it to work. But I'll send you the macro anyway. All right.
No worries. I looked to them. Can you tell us where the abbot is? We heard that he might be able to help save our friend.
He'll be inside in the kitchen area.
How do we go
Okay.
inside?
They kind of point off in this direction and tell you that if you head right, it'll take you into the courtyard. Oh, you guys probably maybe not have seen that. Like in this direction.
Is it like you set the padding to 0? Because I can't zoom out more than like 10 feet. And I
So
did
I
that
sent-
zoom override that you mentioned, but it hasn't done much.
It should, because for me, I can zoom out quite a bit, and I have the zoom override set to minimum of 0.05, so you should be able to zoom in and zoom out to your heart's content. I don't know what would be, because like when I zoom, I don't want to send a picture, but
Yeah, don't send the picture. But I have the zoom override set to like something stupid, like 300.
okay, that's why you need to.
This is as high as I can zoom out. It's like
You need to
15
set
feet.
the minimum zoom override to 0.05.
Oh, okay. Because I'm zooming out, not in. Oh, fucking obviously. Jesus, thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Let me know if that fixes it.
Oh, that's so much better.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, shit. Trying to pause it. Okay, as you guys get there to coming up on the door, a formidable 15-foot wide wall encircles the abbey, separating it from the outside world. In the chilly mist, 2 guards stand vigilant. Among them, a significantly larger guard patrols the area. You see this kind of going up on top of the rafters as you make your way to this wall. The imposing 10-foot wall timbered doorways are reinforced with sturdy steel bands. To the right of these grand doors mounted on the wall, it is an engraving in the stone. Abbey of St. Markovia, may her light cure all illness. And all of you guys noticed that up on top, these guards that you had seen, they're actually scarecrows and rusted chainmail. But you see that the large guard that's kind of patrolling on this top area seems to be an amalgamation of different bits of flesh that have been stitched together. And it's a large, brutish creature.
Seeing the inscription talking about St. Markovia, Raven instinctively turns and is about to ask Izor what they know about such a thing, and then realize they're a dead body, like crudely laid over a bear, and they choke back some tears for a moment.
You see Johan doing charades over there? Do you see?
No, what's he doing?
Yeah, I don't even know.
Doesn't that look familiar?
Excuse me, we seek an audience with the abbot, please.
He's up on top. He doesn't seem to notice you. As you say that, he's kind of.
Excuse me.
These doors seem like they are openable, though.
It seems rude to just walk in a guarded, sealed place. I'll push the door. My arms are too short. Okay, I'll push the door.
Okay.
A chicken.
A chicken.
It's pausing for the
Yeah.
chicken.
I'm pausing to read my description so you guys don't run around and do things.
What? We would never do.
Dude,
Never.
me and Icarus are too close. This chicken's
Lost
gonna
it.
cleave
Lost
us.
it back. The swirling myths of the eerie courtyard mingle with the unmistakable scent of a barn. The air is filled with the miraculous squawk of chickens and the occasional sound of a goat. As the lone massive guard patrols the upper wall, the heavy thud of their footsteps reverberate throughout the courtyard. 2 wooden doors to the north and east lead to the Abbey's tower buildings. In the center of the courtyard sits a well. Alongside the walls, stone sheds with padlocked wooden doors provide storage space. 3 shallow alcoves house wooden troughs for feeding. At the north corner of the courtyard, 2 timber posts stand tall, bearing iron rings and chains. A goat is tethered to one of the posts. Moving about you notice 2 creatures, similar to those of the goat house, each carrying baskets of potatoes. In the corner of the courtyard, 3 smaller creatures scamper around, resembling playful children chasing one another. Amid the curious scene, you catch a glimpse of a shadowy, hooded figure peering from a second window. Strangely, you thought you saw a beak through. You saw a beak protruding from beneath the hood. Oh, that's fucking creepy. Alright.
Come on in, bear. And I try and guide the bear further in.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, this is a place full of animal people. It's an animal. It'll slide. I'm so much bigger than a chicken.
Yeah, you guys are big right now. That's a tiny chicken.
As I approach to any of the animals, I'm gonna use my mage hand and just sure to push them as far as I can.
Oh, don't push them. They're just
And as you
chicken.
shoo them, you can. They kind of.
Icarus, stop. You're making a fuss. Leave them alone.
I don't want to get any close to any of those.
Are you allergic to them? What the fuck is going on? We've got...
Yes, I am allergic.
Okay.
And as you guys approach near the well, you can hear one of the Mongol folks from the corner of the courtyard yell to you guys.
Can't go.
Best stay away from the well if you value your head.
Oh, what happens
What's
in the well?
Oh, just one of our less friendly people. Fell down there a long time ago.
You want us to help him back up?
He's not too nice.
Okay, but you want us to put a lid on it?
No, we need the water.
Okay, well, he's living
Just
in
be
that
careful.
water. Okay, thank you for the warning. Do you know what direction the abbot is? Is it this door? And I point at this door.
Yes.
Thank you. Everyone here's so friendly.
Or
I feel like our tokens are going to be half the size.
yeah.
Sure.
I think we're currently 2x2s. Oh, we're in here now anyway.
All right. Entering into this room,
Oh, these hideous mongrels.
soft cello music fills the grand hall of the abbey, creating a peaceful ambience. A hand-woven carpet adorned with the symbol of the sun leads the way to a large dining table, where a crackling fire warms the hearth. On either side of the hall, intricately hand-carved wood staircases flank the space. The northern staircase descends, while the southern one ascends to the upper floor. Votive candles flicker gently in the holders on the northern side. An iron cauldron sits on a rack near the fire, emanating the inviting aroma of a hearty cooked meal. The grand dining table is elegantly set, with golden candelabras casting a warm, welcoming glow. In the corner of a room, a young woman with alabaster skin and dressed in a tattered silk gown gazes out at the window, seemingly lost in her thoughts. Suddenly, a hooded figure in a light-colored robe approaches her, taking her hand and whispering softly. The robed figure then turns towards you, offering a serene smile as they move graciously in direction. Welcome. Their words are warm and soothing, filling the hall with a sense of calm.
Are you the abbot?
That is what I've been called.
Is there something you would rather we call you instead?
No, I think it's fitting. It's been so long here, I've forgotten what I used to be called.
Okay, well, recently 2 of our friends died, and we were hoping that you'd be able to help bring them back. It was very
This-
recent.
This is terrible. What has happened to them?
They were killed by druids just outside of Yesterhill.
Undead.
Oh, you poor things to go through so much hardship. I might be able to bring him back. Bring
Is
them.
there anything you require?
Well, Vasilka, come here. And you see him call over to the woman that he was talking to at the window. You see this pale face. She's completely white skin, white hair, all of the body, almost like there's no color on her whatsoever. But you see that the face vaguely resembles someone that you guys have met, and her skin's kind of in the same capacity as the golem that you had seen on the top floor. I have been looking for a wedding gown for Vasilka here.
Jesus Christ, talk of coincidence. I just happen to have a wedding gown on me. It's a little bit dirtied at the edges, and you might need to hang it to dry, for it's been in an adventurer's backpack, but what do you make of this? And I will unfold and take out from the bottom of my back the wedding dress.
And he grabs it and holds it. This is beautiful. This is exquisite. This is exactly what we were looking for. Well, I think we can bring him back, but
Him, there's two friends. There's Ens, there's Isor. Both of them
my
perished within the
power,
last day.
I could bring. He ain't gonna do that. Yeah, I can bring one back, and if you come back tomorrow, I could bring another.
That should be fine. My friend Keokli, she said she did some kind of magic to postpone whatever happens after you die.
Decomposition.
Yes, I've stopped the advancement of any decay to the bodies for 10 days.
Well,
There's only one fair way to decide who comes back first, and Raven will take out a coin, flip it into the air, catch it. Tails for the one that had a tail.
please, before that, can we sit and eat? It's been so long since I've had guests.
Sure, yeah. Do you have like a room we can put the dead bodies in, or are we gonna eat in the room that has them in?
Well, we have plenty of rooms you can put him in. As he kind of snaps his finger, and you see one of these mongrel folk comes in, kind of a two-headed one. I'll bring up the picture of him because he looks goofy.
Can I make a history check or some kind of check to know if mongrel folk are normally like this or this has been modified?
Holy shit, he's got an eye in his stomach. That baby's fucked.
Yeah, he is.
But Cloven comes out and he kind of hobbles.
Yes, master.
Please put on some of our finest food for our guests. Now sit, tell me, where?
Can I make the check?
Yeah.
What would it be?
What are you trying to figure out exactly?
If these mongrel folk are like, I don't know if my character knows mongrel folk, so I want to know if these are naturally like this or they have been modified, like put together in pieces.
Okay, yeah, roll.
What would it be?
I'll roll a history check.
All right. Shit.
I mean, looking at them, it looks like they're just hodgepodge surgery together, but even with that kind of role, you can tell that looking at them, it seems like they're almost just naturally disformed like this.
I can't overstate how thankful we are for this. You've got like not the best reputation with the village down in Kresk, but you seem to be such a nice, giving man.
People fear what they do not know. I came here in search of Sister Markovia. When I did not find her, these people came. These strange creatures. Mongol folk, as they're called. And with Markovia gone in this place, I took it upon myself to take care of them and look after them.
That's very honorable. Some of my best friends are Mongol folk.
Really?
Is there? Yeah, Keokle's here, and then Eyes was dead with the bear. But is there a term we should call them that isn't mongrel folk? Because that seems particularly charged at times.
I think hiding from our history is not good for us. I can't think of another thing to call them. That is what they call themselves.
When you say our history, do you mean everyone's, or are you also a mongrel folk?
I'm not. I'm not a mongrel folk. I come from... Oh, it's been some time, but from a faraway place deep in the clouds.
Clouds?
In the clouds.
Yes, it's hard to describe to mortals.
Mortals?
Yes. That is what you are, yes?
Yes, but
Yeah,
it's not
it's
what
just
you are.
We were surprised to find that you're not.
Well, at least not yet. I suppose everyone can go eventually. But I have seen many come and many go, and I still am here. There is much sadness and darkness in this world, and I decided to seek it out and figure out what is the cause of it.
I think our dead companion would have a lot of things to talk to you about, but that isn't until he's alive.
Well, please, let's sit, let's eat. If you'd like them back, I think it's in poor taste to do it before dinner, but I will make an exception as you are my guests.
No, we'll do everything the way that you do it. We are your guests, and we wouldn't want to impose or be impolite.
You're not being impolite. I'm thankful to have company, people to come and visit, and I would love to hear more about where you come from.
How do you feel about wargs? Because they live pretty close. I feel like you and they and the mongrel, I feel like you all have a lot in common, being looked down upon by others. Maybe you could have like a regularly scheduled dinner with the wargs. They're quite friendly individuals.
We actually don't know about that.
I have not dealt with them much outside of their trekkings through Kresk in the path upwards to here, but how would... Are they in need of help?
I mean, I think everyone's in need of a bit of help, but if you're in need of company and they might be in need of food, for example, there's a good exchange there to be made.
For sure.
I worry about inviting wargs in here. And he points to Vasilka. This is what I've been working on as of late. This is a great gift for someone truly hurt, in pain. I'm assuming you know the name Strahd von Zarovich?
We do.
Yes.
You're going to gift him women's clothing?
No, Vasilka here. I have just been looking for a soul to put in. The poor man, he is so hurt, so damaged. I just wish for him to feel relief, feel happy.
What is
You
your
and-
name? I have heard you mention hers, but we do not know yours.
I have been called the Abbey. Or the Abbot. That is...
The whole abbey.
that's me. I'm all of it, baby. This is all.
I'm not just the abbot. I'm the whole abbey.
The Abbot.
My name's been lost over the centuries, I guess.
I just want to go back. You intend to gift Strahd a woman? A whole... is that where she wants to go, or...
Well, I am not sure, but we found bodies that were buried in the ground. Their bodies not being used for anything. We decided to put them to good use. Give them new
she's
life.
dead. I didn't know.
Yeah, you could see it. It's like different bits of flesh and everything kind of just all stitched together, and like the picture makes it look better, but it's stitched very well, but it's still like a flesh golem.
Oh, how appropriate that she looks like Taylor Swift.
My intention is to gift this to him, but well, I'm assuming that you know of the man at least. He should be coming later. He can't travel as Strahd, so he comes under the guise of Vasily von Holtz.
Vasily von Holtz.
Strahd does.
The rich man from Balaki.
Yes.
No, I out of character. I'm
Yeah.
saying to Raven.
That's the name he says.
Didn't I say that?
I think he
Didn't I
might
do the
have.
thing where you rearrange the letters and it all came out to the same name? I feel like I did.
I don't remember.
Vasily von Zarovich. No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
You
think it
did that,
would.
but with another person.
Yes, he comes by every so often just to check on things.
Would you
That
say
is so
then
very
that you...
convenient. We actually know this Vasily, and we are quite good friends with him.
We had dinner with him maybe 4 nights ago.
Mhm.
It was quite nice.
The man is just misunderstood. A broken heart has shattered him, and I just want to put a little light into his life, and maybe if we do that, the mist will free itself and we all can be safe.
Our friend here, as I tap Isor's body, is also very good friends with Vasily, and they talk a lot about books and history. I'm sure.
Don't tap it. Go put him in the cupboard like we said.
I'm sure he would love to talk to Vasily, so maybe he can be here alive by the time Vasily visits.
That would be great. The more the merrier. Although he just left recently, he shouldn't be back for some time.
Oh, I
He's-
thought you said he was just coming.
No. He comes once a week.
I see.
We talk, just have a meal.
What kind of things do you talk about? Does he also come in search of Saint Markovia?
We just talk about everything. Quite a troubled man, it sounds like.
We know quite some history about him, some betrayal, some family death. I can see how that can break someone.
For certain.
That is why it was my goal to make him feel better.
Good intentions never go wasted.
This is true, much like today with your friend.
This Vasily von Holt identity, is this a name that he uses exclusively, or is he masquerading as another person? So as
yeah.
not to.
Oh, yeah, see, in game or out of game?
No, Keekly is asking that.
Okay. Of course, it'd be too dangerous for him to come here. I prevent that kind of magic on my ground, so he has to travel by foot. I've only known him under the name of Strahd von Zarovich and Vasily von Holtz.
What do you mean by that type of magic? So he doesn't come to you in a disguise?
In order to keep the Abbey safe, I have a spell that I prevent teleportation from happening in its vicinity.
I will try to make the candles, or at least one of the candle, the flame turn it into a purple one to see if my magic works, or if it's a total magic block, or if it's just for teleportation.
It works. You're
Okay.
able to turn it bright purple.
Maybe a change of light could make the ambience a little better.
But please, as Cloven comes out, he brings you guys some delicious looking steak with a fully baked potato next to it.
I'll take a seat at the table, but I can't drag myself over.
Yeah. I was trying to, let me just pull up that other thing we do.
Would it be too obvious if I tried to inspect the food for poison?
I would say you wouldn't even have to roll. You can, just the smells of it alone, it just smells like home-cooked meal.
I mean, home-cooked meal can also be poisoned.
Okay, well then roll a medicine check.
But I don't want to make it obvious. If it's too obvious that I'm inspecting the food, I will probably not do it.
Okay. I mean, I would say he probably noticed you inspecting the food as he's kind of looking at all you guys. I assure you it's not poisoned. I will... And you see him take a bite first.
Oh, no, it wasn't that. It's just that I am allergic to certain kind of meats. If this
He's
is
allergic to chicken.
Yes.
Cloven?
Fetch me all the chickens. We must put this man to the test and see if he dies.
Our guest here cannot eat chicken. Is there any way we can get him something else? Yes. And you see him kind of hobble off as his foot slaps against the ground. It sounds wet and kind of slithery, but it leaves behind no wet trail.
Oh.
But please tell me, where do you all come from? It's been so long since I have met anyone not from here.
I forgot where I came from. Hold on, let me look my notes. Are you acquainted with the rest of the world, or do you just met this place and nothing more?
Long, long ago, I used to know another place.
Where this might be.
I come from a land called Arvindor. And I would say, Raven, the name, you recognize the name as an old celestial plane.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I know a lot more about it than just that it's an old celestial plane.
Okay, well, cool then. I'm glad you know. I just wanted to, I'm looking it up here. Yeah.
No, that's good. Because if I didn't know, that would be shit to not know. You came from Arvindor.
Yes, long ago.
Where is this? I haven't heard of this place.
You want to tell him, Raven?
I feel like he's asking the guy where his
Oh.
his home is.
I'm
I feel
asking
like it'd be very
general.
rude if I answered that question.
Man. It's the outer plane of Aboria.
So he's not in this world, is what you're saying.
I told you I was not from here.
Fair enough.
Did you ever visit the Golden Hills?
Maybe a long time ago. But it's been, like I said, it's thousands of years.
How did you end up here then? Most of us have a similar story of getting confused and lost and finding ourselves in the mist and then sort of being spat out near the village of Barovia.
Long time ago, I was sent here as a mission to find Sister Markovia, as her gift of healing was making rounds throughout the world. But when I arrived, it was too late, and what you see now is what I found. The mongrel folk here, alone, nowhere else to go. They came from Berez.
So you've been through whole Barovia.
Yes, I've tried figuring out what is exactly going on here. Eventually, my findings led me to the Amber Temple. Strange
What did you
place.
find there?
He kind of, even him in his in the way he looks a little shook by that. It was.
He gets paler.
Yeah, he looks even more white. He's whiter than Vasilka. It's a strange place. There's amber vaults of sorts, but when my findings yielded results that I was not looking for, I decided to head back. That is when I made my home here.
And you know that the source of the mist is Strahd.
I believe that is what is going on. I believe that's the case.
And you have talked to him a couple of times now, yes?
Yes, I would say we are acquaintances. Friends, maybe even.
Would it be bold for you to ask him to free the people of the land and not punish them for his own suffering?
I have tried many times. But Strahd is broken. He is a very hurt and damaged man. Others might see anger, but it is sadness that I see in him. I don't think the mist will lift until his heart is healed. And that is why I've been working on Vasilka here.
I see.
What makes you think that Vasilka will help him get through what he needs to get through? What about... Is she really good at talking to people?
Well, Your dress will be very helpful, but there's one last piece that I am missing. A soul.
Soul.
Where might you get a soul from?
I will know once I've found it. It is a ancient thing, a ritual that I know. It would be good for someone in this land to have their soul taken back from the mists. It could be put to good use.
I don't understand. What do you mean by that? Like, the mist sucks people's souls out? Like, the mist is souls? What?
Have you not noticed how heartless the people are? It's like they walk around without souls. You can tell, though, if you listen carefully and talk with those. Some laugh, some seem to actually be present in the moment. The others, they're husks. I will know when I found the soul needed for Vasilka.
Have you tried taking a soul before?
No. But I know that I can do it. And as you guys are all standing or just sitting around, some of you guys eating the food that was provided, eventually another meal gets brought out to Icarus. That's not chicken.
Watch him actually be allergic to this one. What's the second dish? Because we had like chicken steak, and now what have we got?
This dish, he comes out, seems to be leg of lamb.
Ooh, those are some two fat dishes to have in a row.
It's hard to come by good meals like this. But I know you asked about our origins first, and then we counter asked, so allow me to say that I come from a desert land from the Sword Coast. I don't know if you have met that place. It is called Anorok.
I may have read tales of it. Never been. Tell me of it.
In this place, a catastrophe occurred millennia ago, where floating land crashed into the earth. And this Anorok was one of the epicenters of it all. And the desert is not natural. It is actually a gigantic magic explosion that ripped the land from all its life. There's no much people or communities living during around that place, but some hermit temples took hold and tried to study the ancient magics and try to understand our past and the weave of magic. I come from one of those temples.
Very interesting. Well, I don't mean to dissuade you, but maybe the temple will have some more knowledge for you.
You mean the
I'm
Ember
s-
Temple?
Yes.
I do want to pay a visit to it.
Just heed my warning. Those who enter, they'd never come out the same.
They say that's what happened to Strahd.
That is the tales. He seems to tell it differently, but you know what they say, history is written by the victors.
That is very true.
As you guys are sitting around talking, suddenly you can hear something kind of, I don't know what the noise would sound like. Like when you're wrapped up in a blanket and you're trying to break it out. As popping out of
That was me stretching.
what?
I was like, oh my gosh. Ugh, no one opens a bag nowadays.
What is that?
Visually, you guys see ends come out of the bag.
Ants?
It's like, hey guys, you should have checked, if I was really dead. I'm sorry about that. It's just, I'm alive.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That was so horrible.
We checked your pulse. You were dead.
I
What
know.
happened?
I don't know. Maybe something like Nightmare sacrificed himself to bring me back. That must have been what happened.
Well, now we know not to put any bodies in the bag of holding. But tell me, how was the 5 minutes of afterlife?
It was interesting. I feel like I became a whole new person. It was sad. It was so sad.
Dad, why?
I don't know, but you guys are my friends. So I'm just gonna sit over here and think about life choices. Actually, I gotta learn better from this. Sorry, guys, I'm not really your friend. I did take his memories, kind of, but I just need a place to hide for a second. But your friend Enz is dead. I'm very sorry about that. You guys will see like the illusion wear off as you see. My gosh, what freaking race did I pick for this guy?
You chose a halfling.
As you see like a halfling like slowly like the illusion wears off as you see a halfling just kind of like coughing a little bit, but coming up out of the bag.
What the fuck?
You
okay,
are beyond lucky we have the decorum of dinner to pull such a disgusting joke. We should kill you.
It's like, okay, there was a lot of undead, and unfortunately, I feel really bad. I thought I would give up the lying, but I thought you might stab me first. I wanted to give you a second, have a comfortable moment. But yes,
What you've done is the reason I want to stab you.
True. But I think that in the situation, what it is, we can just let bygones be bygones.
What situation? That you've stolen the body and soul of our friend?
No, I only stole the shadow of your friend. His body is likely somewhere still in the woods, wherever you left it. But
We left it in the bag
In
of
the
holding.
bag.
yeah, about that. As I kind of quickly put the illusion over myself to where I look like ends, but then I'm not ends anymore. Sorry about that. I need a way out of that space. There's undead everywhere, and I had to hide.
So we took the wrong body.
Correct.
Ah.
Again, sorry about that, but it was life or death, and I chose life when your friend obviously chose death.
No, our friend was going to come back alive. We just made a deal with the abbot to save him, and you have effectively, in essence, murdered Ents.
Oh, that makes me feel a lot worse now. But with his memories, it felt like he lived a long life, like hundreds of years staring at rocks, and I think that might have been a better end for him, besides being continually chased by undead.
But what do you mean with his memories?
Oh yeah, when I do that, I get the memories of the people I take. But I didn't take his soul. His soul's fine, just the memories.
There's one thing that I have to settle first.
I mean, one of you guys stripped the leather armor off of his body the moment he was dead, so I don't think there was that much loss, Didn't
I
feel
think
like
anyone did that. I think you are some kind of sick bag living, soul stealing pervert man, because Enz was not naked when we put him in the pack.
Well, someone said they don't. Okay, sorry. Speaking out of the game, someone said they took the leather armor because Ends died. So that's what I was
No,
playing
no
off of.
one
As
said
did
that.
I remember I called dibs on the armor, but I didn't rip it off.
Okay, so technically, and the armor is still here. You can have it as a kind of like take that part off and give it to you. Didn't fit right, anyways. But hey, your friend passed away, and I think that it's best we let him move on.
What if I
What-
killed you right now?
What was his life work?
There
His
will be
life
no
like
work
bloodshed.
was a book, and I swear to God, I've never seen anyone write that many pages over something that could have just described. I floated into space, and there was a rock.
Feel like the more shit you talk about the man you killed, the less we're going
I
to
didn't kill
like
him.
you.
I just tried to live, and he was the newest
If
body.
not for your actions, he would be alive tomorrow.
Hey, hey. He lived. He lived his life, and I'll make sure that his book gets his heavy editing about it, and we can still write it or whatnot. I think Keekly, something about you guys are gonna live here for 50 years. I can't do that, but I can at least make his book readable.
I was gonna say, there he had a promise of helping the families he destroyed for 50 years, and now you have to take on that job.
50 years?
50.
50. Yeah, I feel like he might have meant like that
No,
in elf years.
500. Ends used to pronounce 500 as 50.
You know, I have his memories. He didn't do that. So 50 elf years. That's 5 halfling years. I'll make sure I put the work in.
Why was he staying here?
Why was who staying here?
Why was N staying here?
He was. Oh, he was a murderer, right? You guys are friends with a murderer. He killed people. He was gonna like watch over the grandkids the men he killed. That's weird. Okay,
Do you know
honestly.
about the pies?
What was his favorite food? Oh, damn it.
Okay,
My
you
bad.
know, you guys are making me wonder why I'm the bad guy when you were friends with that guy who points to Icarus and Ends who ate baby cakes. Okay, again, I think I'm an improvement
Give
What's
us
bad
a
about
single
me?
reason why we shouldn't kill you.
because I already owe somebody else a favor, which is why I was here in the first place, and I at least want to get that done before you try to kill me for pissing off somebody else. So, you know, I already have enough people who hate me. You guys can just dislike me for now.
What?
What is the meaning of this? There will be no bloodshed here.
Yay!
Please.
See, thank you, lady. Hospitality, come stay.
It's not a lady to begin with.
He's actually trying to piss everyone off as much as he
You're
can.
doing a great job.
Dude, what is this
Look,
character?
guys, I have chosen. I've learned that lying is bad, so I won't ever lie to you again. And I just ask that you let me stay with you guys a little bit longer, okay?
What's
Why
your
did
name?
we want you to stay with
Flame.
us? You've eaten the body of our
I
friend.
didn't eat him. My lord, that's gross. Ends ate people. I don't eat people.
How did
Well,
you
that's
survive in the
improved.
bag for so long?
You know, that's a question. I think some of you just didn't seal it as tight as you thought so a little bit of the air got in. I have healing that I can do, so that also kind of helped me make it through the hours or however long it was. But I mean, I'm skilled in healing. I think that's usually helpful. People usually like that.
Maybe with some healing, we would have persevered on that fight we had.
Yeah, see, I saw you guys fighting to tooth and nail. I'm just not really a fighter guy, but I can heal. So
You didn't help at all. You watched someone die and then crawled into their body and then pulled
no.
this.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you know what? Next time someone dies, I'll show you how it works. But right now, I
No,
didn't
you're
eat
not
him
doing this ever again.
or
not
eat
near
his
us.
soul. I just took his memories. Okay.
How did you take his memories?
That you know, there's a school where they taught us how to take people's memories from
Why
nearby
are we still
dead
talking
things.
to this guy? Can we take him
So,
out back?
when someone else
Shit.
dies, I'll show you. Kind of hard to
Is-
explain.
Is it only once the person is dead, or can you take anyone's
Only when they
memories?
die. Sorry, they do have to die.
if I ever die, which is never gonna happen, do not see into my memories if you want to stay sane.
But you'll be dead. But okay, yes. Okay.
So are you just threatening to take Icarus's memories as well now?
No, he said
As
if
if
he
what you've
died.
done isn't bad
There's an
enough.
order to this. He would
He said
have
if
to
he
die.
said if I die, don't do it, and you said, well, maybe I will because you'll be dead anyway.
Okay, wording. I should be better at it with my studies. But again, stuck in the bag for too long. I will not take any of your memories unless you tell me not to.
Is that
After
an
that.
instrument on your back?
I'll ask. Fair deal.
You-
Sorry,
just
so you
completely
won't not
contradicted
take our
yourself.
memories if we don't ask you to. What are you saying? I don't understand the
Icarus, I
conditions
won't
to...
take his memories. He said not to do it, so that's it. Again, I heard him loud and clear.
Do not take anyone's memories ever again.
Okay, I don't know someone by that
Unless
name.
it's
Okay.
necessary, because if someone
Nope, that's
dies
good.
and
Unless it's
memories are
necessary. I
useful,
like that. Unless it's
No,
necessary.
don't give. Why are you giving this creepy, weird, naked stranger outs
I'm
to
not
steal our
naked. I have
memories?
clothes.
Because
No, you don't.
look,
You just took it off
look.
and handed it to
Took the
someone.
armor off. Not
What
the
if-
clothes.
Oh, I thought you didn't have anything on underneath.
No, I have
So
clothes.
this scene you've been butt naked in my mind.
no.
No,
While
just
we're
the
at
armor.
dinner.
What if, for example, Rudolph? Let's
You
say
guys are
Rudolph
making this
dies.
very obvious that one of you is going to die, and I only hung out with you guys because I thought one of you guys won't die. But at least, so you're giving me conflicting ideas if I should stay with you.
We don't want you to stay with us. You've killed and ate our friend.
I didn't eat him.
Let's say Rudolph dies, and he has important information that we need. That skill might come in handy.
We're not feeding Rudolph to this
Okay, you
monster.
know what,
What is your real
Raven?
form? Show us your
I-
freaky monster form.
This is my real form.
Is Enza's body still in the bag?
No, his body's not in the bag.
Where did his
Was
body go?
Anil the
So
body
here's the
was
thing. When you guys were like rushing over, and like when Inns died, I kind of like swapped places with it. And so when you guys were crying, it was very heartfelt. I had to really not move when that happened. And you put me in the bag, and he's like in a bush somewhere back there.
maybe already eaten by the undead.
They might have eaten him. I didn't though.
The way to die.
It's okay. If anything, now you can bring back your other friend, and I won't have to take his spot. Just look at that. You got one friend back and a new friend here.
No,
It's
we would
gonna
have had
work out.
both friends, and now we've got some creepy, naked, body-eating creature that really wants to be our friend, but is very scary and keeps lying.
Hey,
that an
I'm not the
instrument of
scariest guy here, okay? Apparently that Strahd guy is weirder, and I'm here to learn about that. That's my study mission out here, okay? So that's where I learn about the history of this place. I won't eat any of your bodies. I won't steal your memories unless it's necessary, like Raven said. Again, it will be
I
okay.
said it.
Oh, like Icarus said. Sorry, wrong picture lit up. So see, Icarus, you're a nice guy. I think you're very kind, and I think you have like insight beyond your outward appearance. So I think you and I can get along.
Thanks.
Don't be fooled by his words, Icarus. Come now, you're better than to be charmed by the likes of this.
I actually like this person.
See,
Look at that one friend. I can be friends with all of you. Just give me some time.
Just do not hug me.
No, I won't. I've seen what you do to holy water.
What?
You remember memories things. I know what you do to holy water. I won't touch you.
What are you saying, creepy, weird new person? Are you trying to undermine the trust we have with our existing friends? What the fuck is going on?
Why would I do that? Why are you mentioning that? That's mean.
Because you just said something. What are you on about the holy water? What does that mean?
I mean,
in front of our new friends here, the abbot, what are you saying?
and Blaine. I think that Icarus is a wise man. Keekly, you do great things with mushrooms. And Raven, I mean that hair. It's glossy. You gotta tell me your secret, okay?
Do not speak my name, stranger, as if you take it from the mouth of a dead man that you killed.
Okay, I'll just sit over here. I'm gonna eat what's left of the plate on the left.
You're not scavenging from Icarus's plate like some kind of feral animal.
I haven't eaten in a while, guys. He left me in the bag.
You can have it as I.
Thank
No,
you.
don't feed this.
I'm gonna start taking a little bit of bites off of
Cloven?
that. You can pretend like I'm
Please.
not here.
Return with the chicken. He pulls out the initial plate that was for Icarus. I know my camera's down right now. I don't know what's going on right now, but I'm still here. Well, it's unfortunate what happened to your friend, but we should be grateful and thankful that we have someone else that is
No,
alive.
what the fuck? Shut up, Abbott. You don't get to say that. Our friend
You
is
didn't say
dead.
shut up to the abbot.
While she's
and I
talking,
will.
I straight up am putting like 2 fingers up while I smile at you. I got 2 friends now.
But please refrain from violence here.
I think we need. Sorry.
Yes, Keith?
If you wish us to refrain from violence, you need to uninvite this weird creep that has arrived from our dinner.
I think we need to get Icarus, or not Icarus. We need to get Izor back as quickly as
Yeah.
possible. He'll be able to divine insight into this blame.
There's no divine insight
person.
needed. This person is a freak. They watched us suffer, and instead of aiding us, they body snatched our friend, who may not have been dead. They may have executed ends with their own hands before they ate him.
Or maybe he was also beaten up.
Thank you.
You see the abbot grab his handkerchief. You notice the entire time eating, he was very poignant and careful. Every bite, after he took a bite, he'd wipe his chin. He gets up and pushes his chair in. Well, is it time to bring him back? I
Yes.
believe I'm ready now.
No better time like the present.
Thank you so much.
So you see him kind of lay out the body in, not a pentagram, because that seems a little demonic, but there's definitely candles lit up as he kind of sets the body. And you see his, I don't know why I'm doing the mannerisms over here. You guys can't see, but he's
Go
like,
ahead.
he
We'll do
rubs his hand over the body, just not touching it, but just over it, and he says, "By the threads of fate and whispers of the life force that ebbs and flows through the veil, I call upon the sacred bonds of soul and dust. From the shadows of the beyond, where spirits linger and the silent echoes of existence whisper, I beckon thee. Return, O departed one, through the mercy of the light and strength of my will. Let the breath of life fill your lungs once more. Let your heart beat anew under the watchful eyes of gods and the unyielding force of the arcane. Rise, not as a specter of the past, but reborn into the dawn of a new day, bound once more to the realm of the living. I grant thee this second chance. Walk among us again, freed from the grips of death's eternal slumber." And as he says that, Izor's body kind of rises up as you see the magic's kind of holding it in place. As he rises and you just hear, "Ah! Ah!" as Izor screams like he's waking from this internal nightmare. But as the magic kind of fades, all the light in the building kind of dim, the candles fade in and out as Izor's body finally just lays there and he's breathing.
Chris,
Buddy.
wait.
Buddy,
While you
I'm
were
so sorry to
reciting,
go through that. I give him a cup of water.
while you were reciting it, I was doing the gestures that Icarus was writing each and every single letter word that he was saying, as well as trying to draw the same scene that was laid before us to maybe try and replicate it sometime in the future.
Very nice.
If it's a ritual. Ah! What the hell happened here, guys?
Ah, you're alive. We still need you. do not die just yet.
I'm dead?
No, you're not. You've been revived.
Yeah, but I was dead, right?
Yes,
You
you
died.
died on Yesterhill, and I don't know like what you might do with them, but here are your legs, and I hand him his 2 severed legs, but the spell has grown him new legs, so now he just has
Just
2
one.
spare legs.
Ah,
Dispelled?
it depends what spell he cast.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't give him the legs; he just sort of brought it back, unless he did
Well,
want the legs.
It
but-
regrows
Yeah,
them.
I am.
I think it's just really funny if Isaac has 2 spare legs. Like, what's he gonna do? Put them in his inventory? Like they're not really very useful items.
You're
Was
back, but you are still missing your leg, and your ribs are still crushed.
Oh shit!
As you come back to life with 1 HP.
Alright,
Hey,
I'll give
buddy.
him
Hey,
spare
let me
leg.
fix that for you. To put my hands on him, and I'm gonna heal him.
Okay.
Oh, look at what happened to Ens. He shrunk in size.
Actually, I don't think I have a token on Foundry yet.
You do.
Okay, I just can't see it.
Yeah, it'd probably help if I made you the owner. Can you see him now?
Yeah, I can see him now. Cool. I'm gonna cast a spell.
So what became of the Wicker Man? Where did we manage to stop it?
It fled towards Slinka Path.
It didn't quite flee. It just walked towards Salinka Pass. We didn't even get a look at it,
Double one.
let alone try to stop it.
Here, you sent that to me, but I'll adjust it.
I gave you 6 points of healing.
What happened at Yester Hill? The druids had been quiet for some time.
Oh, about that, yeah. What the mess you see us beaten and our friend dead. Well, I actually didn't take any damage, but
You know how you're
Alright.
building. You know how you're building a woman to gift to Strahd. They're building a wooden tree man to gift to Strahd.
Give it to Strahd.
We're a little unclear on that.
That can't be right.
I look at it. I look at these two like stop fucking like telling this guy stuff about the druids.
I'm sorry. I should have said once Raven and Icarus left the Druid Forest, you guys would go back to your normal senses about the place. Yes, long ago the Druids were cursed by Strahd. They could no longer shapeshift. It was said that they built or planted the last fey tree that they had on top of Yester Hill.
Do you
If
think the druids
anything,
that live there are any good, or do you think they're
they lived peacefully for a long time by themselves? You said a Wicker Man headed towards Salinka Pass?
Oh, pay no.
yes.
Hey, if you could shut your fucking dog up, that'd be great. Thank you. Thank you, fucking ass. He will say...
We don't know what we did or didn't see. Half of us died and half of us were fleeing. We know there was a big tree man, but none of us even saw it with our own eyes, let alone where it may have been heading.
When
It
I
was
got ahead,
horrible.
I saw the Wicker Man running towards Slinka Pass.
Look at Icarus, like, stop fucking telling
Yeah.
this guy stuff.
The friend of
I am, like, giving you guys such hateful glances. Icarus and Kearcley for spilling too much, and this random fucking new guy for eating ants.
Hey guys,
And
It
how
was
is he
fun.
still in this room?
because I can be your friend, buddy. Look at that. I fit it already.
You will never be my friend.
It is important to have friends in this land.
What is your stake in this? Did you put him in the bag whilst we weren't looking? Is this some kind of ploy? What stake do you, the abbot, have in this random fucking weirdo that killed our friend?
Chicken steak. I thought it was clear by what you
Jesus
ate.
Christ.
Chicken was good though. Thank you.
I
Were
do not
you?
have a steak. Ah, yes. I know coming back to the land of the living can be a little jarring. I am the abbot. I have been here for a long time. Who might you be?
I'm I, sir. Pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure is all mine.
This is an immortal being that comes from the skies and the clouds.
Oh, so you're friends with Sister Constance? Or maybe you are, Sister Constance.
Yes. What did you ask him about Sister Constance?
Oh, either this is Sister Constance or it's a friend of her.
That name, it sounds familiar. I know long ago she was with Sister Markovia. But I did not, like I was telling your friends, I arrived too late. The abbey was already in disarray when I got here.
Oh, it's just a name I read in the book. It's just Sister Constance helped Lugdana out.
Yes,
she
her
was
grave
a-
is still here.
Grave, so she's dead.
Oh yeah. Lugdana is
Yes.
dead since long. However, Sister Constance, the angel, helped her out and gave her a really helpful amulet to defeat the undead.
Her crypt, or not her crypt, her grave is still outside. Perhaps you could visit it. I don't know anything about. All of her wares and things of that nature were buried with her.
Oh,
Oh.
and also, this is Vasilka. Is actually not alive, although she looks really pretty, but only needs a soul to actually come to life. And the abbot here is looking for a soul to feed into this body.
You know what, Abbott? I just solved your soul problem. How about this guy? And I picked Blaine up by the scruff of his neck. How about you feed
Hey.
this to Grishilka,
Get off
or
me.
whatever
Let
her
go.
name was?
It's rude.
But why? But who's to whom? Why does it need a soul for Vasilka?
I was.
Ah,
When I speak to Strahd, we. After many times of meeting, we learned that. I learned of a love he had. Tatiana lost her
Ah.
many
Oh.
years ago.
and that is another thing you do not know. Vasily is gonna come visit, but Vasily is actually Strahd disguised as a commoner.
Yeah, that's not very good news, is it? But yeah, perhaps it is, because we know the guy. We met him a couple of times. Nice table manners.
So what do you make of it, Abbott? Should we feed this guy to take his soul, feed it to
Buddy?
the lady?
You know what? I'm gonna start getting feisty here, but the lady said not to use violence, and I think you're getting really close to violence.
I put him back in the bag and shut the bag.
Hey, I ain't going in the bag willingly.
There, like I said, I will know the soul when I see it.
You just take
You
this one as a
sure
practice
will.
run?
You sure will. Can I step
You see
over
me, it's not me.
to Raven and say, I think he's looking for the love of Strahd. He's looking for Irina to take her soul.
Give Isa a look like fucking obviously don't say it out loud.
Hmm.
What is in this room right now?
I'm
We're just
whispering
spilling
under my breath.
every secret we know to
Oh
an
no!
actual
He's nowhere
fan.
near. I said I go up to you
It's
and I
there,
whisper.
you're on your deathbed and he's got his
Oh,
face
oh.
pressed to you as he's healing you.
No, he's not there
I think
anymore.
he stepped away.
I wouldn't have said it if the abbot was right there. Do you think
Oh, it's a disaster.
I'm not that stupid?
Hey, no, you are a noble knight, Izor.
Shut up, bag! And I hit the bag against the wall.
You did not get me in the bag. Let's be very
How
honest.
did I not get you in the bag?
Because if I wanted to fight you on, I could, but I didn't. But I didn't let you put me in a bag.
I think I'm gonna take. Keekley's gonna take the bag away from Raven and let Blaine out.
What?
By the way,
No! And I hold the bag away from Kig. Why are you siding with this creep that
I'm
killed
gonna
an
stab
8
this
ends?
bag and break it right here if you don't let me out.
Exactly. If the creature cuts through the bag, then we've lost all of our carrying capacity.
How do you know that?
Everyone knows it. It's a bag of holding. It's a basic item. And I'll cut it. I'll
Shut
cut
up,
it.
bag! And I hit it back against the wall again.
Raven, I think that
you have to calm down.
What do you mean, calm down? How are none of you upset about this? This
I am
The
creep,
wise words of Keekly, Raven.
I am
this creep
incredibly
watched everybody fight to the death, 2 of which died. Then instead of helping or introducing himself or doing anything normal, he took Enz's place so that now Enz is dead forever and we can never bring him back. Took his face and his memories, climbed out the bag, pretended to be him just to fuck with us and laugh, flipped me off over dinner, and just constantly keeps being weird. What charm does he have over
I only
you?
did 3 of those things, okay? A couple of those I did not
Shut
do.
I hit him against the wall.
I will give you 1 chill pill.
I don't
Give
want
Raven
the
a chill
chill
pill.
pill.
I think
How
you
are
might
any
need
of you
it.
fine with this?
I'm not fine with it, but I think that also this confrontation is not making things better.
Oh,
Exactly, which is why we need to either banish or kill this freak.
Let me explain
He
myself.
offers nothing of value to any of us, and he has already betrayed us 3 times.
I healed
We don't
Eyes
even know
Door.
him.
I betrayed you once.
Is that
You betrayed
I-
us once by letting us die, you betrayed us twice by stealing Enz's body, and you betrayed us a 3rd time by pretending to be Enz and threatening to take our memories.
That seems all. I did
You are an
2 of
active
those
hostile.
things.
We have done so much worse to so many other people for so much less than this.
You have to be better.
And I
Do you
think
have-
that's
Not to you.
I think that at a minimum we need to let Blaine out of the bag
Yeah.
because we cannot send him away if he is still in the bag.
But you're not sending him away, you're letting him fucking touch
Wait,
Iser and talk shit the
Let's
whole
let
time.
Iser do the truth serum thing.
Shut up, bag! I hit the
He's a
bag.
paladin. He can know.
shit.
Or I
What
could
are
touch
we
the evil
doing
stick.
here?
Actually thinking about it, don't let me touch the evil stick.
Honestly, the fact that he has absorbed everything Enz knows and is hostile to us, we have to silence
Who's
him
hostile
somehow.
to who?
Do you hear the shit he's screaming through the bag in front of the abbot? We can't have this stuff be known.
You're screaming in front of the abbot.
Yes, I'm screaming for our safety. He is screaming secrets that we cannot afford to be shared.
What secrets?
I think that we all just need to take a step back and have a private conversation about this. Just the 5 of us.
That's right, Vlad. Stay with the abbot while we talk in this room.
Are you amenable to that, Raven?
Why are you acting like I'm unreasonable here? What the
No!
fuck has gotten into any of your heads?
I'm not saying perhaps that is the wrong word to use.
You were willing to genocide the druids over something you thought you saw in a vision, but you won't kill an active hostile who is actively working against our best interests. I don't understand. Obviously, we need to talk in private, but how are we going to get that here? We're in...
I'm lovable.
Why don't we go? Well, say
This
why don't
used
I was
to be an old hospital. There's plenty of rooms. They're inhabited by many mongrel folk, but they're generally nice enough you could ask them to clear a room for you.
Let's go then.
Okay.
As they walk by and leave the room, I'll stay at a reasonable distance from them.
The abbot's on there. Okay, I'll just remove it. There you go. Now you guys are in. You come into this room. There's a couple mongrel folks in there. they seem to be two women kind of bickering. One of them's got a beak, and the other one seems to have a kind of gator-like scale complexion on them. But they're arguing over the proper way to brew tomatoes.
Ew. Tomato ale sounds gross.
The abbot orders to clear off. We need this room momentarily.
Please.
You see them
Please.
step out of the room, still kind of bickering, but they clear up the room for you. The bed's
Blade.
I will-
Oh, sorry. go ahead.
I will spit him out of the bag into like a corner that doesn't have any obvious exit, like a window or a door.
Okay, before we do this talk, this is our normal bio break point. So let's take our
Oh.
bio break, come back, and then have this combo.
Nuts.
Okay.
Everyone
Before we
get
get
to
think about
It's out of
things,
here.
maybe fix my fluffing camera.
Oh,
I don't know why it doesn't work. It happens all the time. It drives me nuts.
I'm just glad that Izar put on like the dark coat sweater, because when he was sitting there in that white shirt, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Not because he looked bad, but because he always wears that like black hoodie sweater
Oh,
coat
yeah.
thing. And I'm like, this isn't right. He doesn't look the same.
Who are you?
Look off, right?
You guys want a good laugh at some point during the week? Just go back and watch Johan during that entire conversation. His
Jesus
face,
Christ.
his charades, his mannerisms, man. It was just had me cracking up.
I've been wanting to ask during like 30 minutes. Is your character holding an instrument on the back, or is it just the background? Aaron.
He might have went for his.
No, I'm
back.
still here. What's up?
Oh, okay. Does your character has an instrument on the back, or is that just the background?
Oh no, I play an instrument.
But is it visible?
Yeah. No, I would carry the instrument. Real quick. Gosh darn, what's my freaking token look like?
I'm seeing it right now.
No, there's a book on my backpack. Yeah, I have a backpack with a book there. Oh, I see the. Okay, that's what he put there. So I don't like carry all of those. I do though carry a. Come on, where's my freaking instrument that I carry? I carry a flute.
Oh,
I think I just picked the background because of my class. But I would have a backpack that has a big book in there.
okay.
Well, a book relative to the size of a halfling, so it looks big.
It ends his book.
No, it's not Ensign's book. It's my book. My note-taking book.
Hmm.
Now, to be fair, the ability he used, that's an actual class skill. The living in a bag of holding, that was fluff, because there's no way I was alive for that long without a box. That's the only part we had to make up.
I love you, Aaron, but this is a rough intro for a character.
It's the only
Well,
intro.
don't blame Aaron. All right, I feel like I could have done it differently. You know.
No, honestly, I picked this build because it saves me having to be like, what do you mean that happened? Who is this person? You need to re-explain every 5 seconds to me because I don't know what's going on.
It's quite
True.
good.
This
Smart.
works.
Yeah.
I picked a memory stealing class.
Uh-huh.
Who's Strahd?
All right, I give up. I don't know what's wrong with this thing.
No, Blame 100% just says Strahd. I don't deal with the whole he who must not be named BS.
Who's the Markovich?
Yeah. You guys want to deal with having to re-explain everything we've done for the past few months, or just have someone who knows? I picked
I
someone who
mean,
knows.
you can handle that by just saying the sentence, we explain what's needed to be known over the course of the long rest.
Fun.
I feel like this is the worst way to get that information because
You want some boring guy to walk up and say, well, you know what? We're going to spend 30 minutes end game where you just explain everything, or do you want someone who just knows?
But the thing is, it's okay if it's someone you trust that knows, but this guy's actually cooked beyond repair.
It'll be fun.
So I'm a little confused. Did Isor? Sorry, I know that's a pretty general statement. Did Isor come back with just one leg or both legs or
One
no
leg.
legs?
I never lost
One
two
leg.
legs. I lost one leg and I got cracked ribs. Those are the
And
only
he
two.
broke
The
his
joke was, what if he lost both legs? But he only
Oh
lost.
shit! I need to remove this second leg from my inventory. There.
No, I did. I with Raven, I also legitimately thought that he lost both legs. I
think
thought
at
there
first,
was another
At
injury.
first, I knew he'd lost one leg, and I joked there was two. And then over the course of the week, the joke became reality, and I genuinely believed he lost both legs.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Lucian all over again.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Ludwig.
Ludwig. Look, I even know that, and I wasn't even there for him.
For real.
Yeah, no. Plain.
I'm trying to
is
stay on top of
impossible,
who's
but-
talking. I wish it had a way to just figure it out, but I'm just clicking between everyone. But okay, if everyone's back, we're good to go. Here, we'll hide it real quick. This is what the room looks like that you're in.
Did we want to swing back to it in character, or did we want to figure some stuff out of character to try and build a pathway that we then do it in character and it works? Because
That Raven doesn't slit the throat of this halfling.
You're not
I
gonna.
mean,
I'm gonna convince you that I'm
right?
purposeful.
Because Raven obviously hates him more than they should, but that's fueled mostly by how weirdly you all love him for no reason whatsoever, other than obviously out of character.
I'm just so
it's Aaron.
charismatic.
No, Kiakli has never said that she loved him. Kiakli was just trying to diffuse the situation and say, look, we're all saying things that we shouldn't. Let's separate ourselves and have like a conversation to try to get this figured out before we just immediately, turn to homicide.
I mean, we've killed
There's
NPCs for far, far less than stealing the body of your friend and impersonating him as a joke.
Oh, I completely
We've
agree.
killed way more
Hey,
for way less.
This wasn't a joke. It was life or death.
No, it was a joke when you came out and pulled a prank with it and turned it into like a YouTube show.
100% was that. But then I realized that was wrong.
Icarus
Oh,
thinks it's
What a
funny
first impression.
and can heal. So that's good enough for him.
Are
Nick-
Raven and I just like chopped liver that we can't heal people? Shit.
But
Honestly, this is the funny part.
Icarus
was
wants
like,
to be in a group where everyone else can heal him, and that's all they do. Like the one Icarus and then 4 support healers. That's his ideal mental. Like Icarus the
Yes,
character, not the player.
like the moment I said I could heal, I was like hoping that Keekly doesn't mention that they can heal as well. But like you didn't say anything, so I was like, yeah, perfect. This works.
Because we don't want to reveal anything about ourselves to you, because you're free.
I mean, admittedly, Kiakli only has one healing spell, and it's not even the most useful one. It's the one that does more, but the one where she has to touch you. She can't even do it from a distance, which would be a hell of a lot more helpful with this party.
So since I downloaded this module, Encounter Statistics, in November, the most healing actions have been 7 by Raven.
Wow. But
Oh yeah, I didn't
we
see
need
I didn't.
we
see
need
that-
some
see
kind of like path or hook that Blaine can put forward that isn't just I'm joining the group, fuck you, and then like flipping them off during dinner. Like I thought somehow the others are fully on board, but like we need something where it's not just you're an actual feral enemy that we just let into the group just because.
Hey, just because you don't like what I've done, I haven't been feral or violent towards anyone.
Oh yeah, you weren't butt naked, that's true.
I wasn't butt naked, yes. Everything disliked about me has been misconception.
No, it's not. You stole Enz's body, and then you stole his memories, which is actively dangerous to us.
So that's one action broken into 2 characteristics.
You said that you watched us die on the hill and took it as an opportunity, which seems extremely sinister. It's not like you tried
You
to
want
help.
3
It didn't
people to
work.
die on the hill?
I mean, we've met people that didn't want to be part of a group and ran off and tried to kill themselves and things like that. I think we've been through worse. And
I'm just
since
a
you
coward.
have the memories of events, why don't you tell us about what he would have wanted?
I think ends
That's not gonna work.
would have wanted
The guy
Nightmare.
that ate him being like, I know what he would have wanted.
I have purposely not been acting like that because I feel like that's gonna get me killed. But
That would be so much worse. Like, don't listen to Riza. It's the worst possible thing you could do.
it's like ends would have wanted me. Like no, that's just like that.
If you can solve these hack issues that we have,
Yeah, I mean, if you can solve the hag thing, that would be pretty up there.
I don't know squat about hacks, but you know what? I know
If
not
you
to piss him
regrew
off.
Isa's leg, that would have been good, but you just gave him like a pittance of healing.
You know how high of a spell regenerate is?
Yeah, it's pretty freaking high.
I don't know.
I did think about it, but I was like, that's a high spell. Even I don't have access to that yet.
I think it's I want to say
We
7th
we
level?
already know one. It's the witch in the thingamajig that puts back the leg of the knight.
Yeah. But now he's put a stump there because all the leg missing thing means is that he can't dash without possibly falling.
I have 15,
no.
15 foot of movement, man.
Oh yeah, 7th level is regenerate.
But either way, we need to find a way to move Blaine from, like, if he was an NPC, he would already be dead. But because you're a player, it makes this
Mhm.
sticky situation. We have to be okay with stuff.
If I was a
that-
sexy elf, I bet I would have been alive.
I don't have any interest in sexy elves. I'll just put that out there.
Yeah, but the fact that 3 other people stayed quiet means I would have been. I was right. So you know what?
what?
Now, if you were a cat girl, I'm kidding.
All right, let's go.
Ends
Let's
never
go
knew
back
that
to
about
the
you.
in-game.
No, because we're trying to solve the in-game with the out-of-game. Because if we go in-game, it's just going to be like he says some more weird shit that makes people hate him more, and then Raven wants to kill him. Everyone else
wait.
loves it.
Okay, we can.
Okay.
And then we get a really weird situation where, like,
No more elf talk.
no more sexy
Okay.
elf talk. What about sexy orc talk?
Does
that will-
Blaine-
Any day.
Does Blaine have any insight on hags at all? I know you, Aaron, just said I don't know anything about hags, but maybe Blaine does. Maybe Blaine
No,
has
knows
insight
about
on our
hags.
exhaustion.
I know a lot about hags. Just Blaine is a halfling, so screw it. Would
Roll.
Blaine know anything about hags? What role is that? I'm proficient at everything.
Oh,
Jack of all trades.
Make a history check. We'll see what you know about hags.
History. Does Blaine have some of the knowledge that Aaron has? Ten.
Mm.
I think your rolls are all private.
what a noise! That's
You
a
know
lot
that-
of knowledge right there.
Hags are synonymous for snatching and devouring human babies. And you also know that they enjoy making deals. They enjoy bargains. But that's about all you know with that role.
But still, guys, I know Raven hates me, but Izor, you're a paladin. Do your thing. Scan me. Tell me if I'm evil.
Oh yeah, sure.
He cannot tell. He can only tell if you're alive or dead.
I thought paladins do the whole like. Well, all of you guys, do I look like a horrible person?
You don't look
Not
like, but you
horrible
act like a horrible person.
Not horrible people look horrible.
Okay, listen. Here's the thing. I was a coward. I was afraid. I didn't want to die, and I saw a way out of it. Was my actions reprehensible? Maybe. Did I eat him? No. Do I still want to live? Yes. And do I want to live with you guys? Mostly yes. So I say we just try to work
Why
this out.
us? Why do you want to be near us?
Because I've been trying to read about what's happening here in Barovia. I went to Valaki, and everyone kept fucking talking about this group. And so I thought, if I stayed with you guys or followed you guys, I could learn more about what's happening in Barovia, because that's like what I want to know. What's the secret of this place? The land of the mist. But you guys have been all over the place, and I thought you guys would be the best ones to help me find the secret of what's going on. And that's what I want to do. Like, I pull out a book. You see, it has notes about places you guys have been to from like third-party sources or like their accounts of views, talking interviews with the guards, stuff like that. I just want to know what makes this place tick, and you guys can help me out, and I want to help you out.
Wow, you have been stalking us, so that's another bad point against you.
I'm like an investigator. That's all it is. I'm not trying. Nothing bad. Give me a chance to prove that I can be half as great as your buddy, kid pie eating, dog loving friend was, and we'll see how it goes.
Can you
What do you
play
say, pal? As I stick my hand up and try to shake Raven's hand.
Don't touch me, creep.
Okay, so Icarus no touching, Raven no touching. Keekly's out in the wind. Who knows? Iser, fist pump.
Why not?
Awesome. Look at that.
The more the
3.
merrier, but yeah.
And I promise I won't. I
You
won't steal
realise he
anyone else's
killed
memories.
Ends,
I didn't kill.
I
My
know you
power
weren't
only
awake for
works.
that part, but he body swapped with Ends and left him to die on the hill as he took his place and then went into the bag and then pulled some kind of sick prank on us.
Like, hey, my power only works if the body is dead, and he died.
You say that.
Well, the next time someone dies, not me, I'll show you how it works again.
So you're gonna actually try one of us to die?
Can you not just explain to us? Maybe that would help ease some of the tension if you could explain to us what it is that you did and how this happened.
Okay, so I pulled a candle. You say you guys have shadows?
Mm-hmm.
Shadows are more than just the absence of light. It is the mark you have left on the world following you, and all that you've done, and all that you've seen, and all that you've been. My power lets me take that shadow when the source has died, and I can wear it like my own shadow, and learn what that person has learned and what they've been through. Now, it's not perfect, but it's still pretty good. And I get to borrow it as my own for a little bit until it wears away. So I capture that fleeting last bit of shadow before the body is truly gone from this world.
So you get the memories of the person momentarily, but then they fade away?
Yes, so everything I've been talking about now, it's going to be a little bit fuzzy in about a few hours.
I want to insight check that.
Insight, check it.
I want to use my Dark One's own luck.
That sounds weird.
It's not rolling, so I'm gonna roll it manually. So that's a 17.
Where's the actual ability? It is here. Okay,
No, but I want to. I'm using insight to see if you actually get the fuzzy memories afterwards, or if you keep them.
Oh, that part.
Well, it's whether or not you use deception or not. So if you didn't, then we're trying to be deceitful.
I just want to roll it. Let's see. You're not sure.
How much did you roll?
Rolled 18.
Shit.
ravaged.
He seems to be telling the truth.
I think my problem with you is threefold so far, which is far too many problems for far too short of a time. The first is that Enns would be alive tomorrow if you had not taken the actions that you had taken. And that is a problem for me, because whilst he had his problems, he was a member of our group and he was our friend, and I don't want him to be dead forever, but your actions have directly caused that. And I understand being afraid, I understand making mistakes, but I don't understand what you did that day. Secondly, I can't fathom in what world you would think taking the face of a dead loved one and pretending to be them as a joke would ever, in any world, be a good idea. And then thirdly, that you know everything Enns ever knew, which means you know secrets about this place, about us, about our actions that are dangerous to us, that we could trust Enns to know because he wouldn't tell anyone, but you are not our friend. We don't know you, we don't trust you. So when you begin blurting stuff out in front of the abbot, who is a friend of our enemy, that we don't want knowing by anyone, you seek to endanger all of us as if killing one of us wasn't enough. I would say those are my main problems with this, and that's why I don't understand why, given what other minor to moderate to lesser evils we've done since we arrived in this place, I don't understand why we don't just cut his head off and chuck him in the well, because that is the quickest, it is the easiest, it is the safest, and we don't know him and we don't owe him anything. I'm open to change from that position, but
spreading
All right.
information
How about
that
this?
we have to a friend of our enemy, I agree is good, but the first things you said, you seem to get pretty attached to people rather too quickly.
How about this then? I will blame. Well, it's like, no, I understand what you're saying. Then let's do this. I actually had to decide what the name for the person was, because that was already written, but I got actually. He's gonna hand you the book off of his back, and he opens up to the front page, and you see the name Theo written on the cover of the book, like on the inside cover of the book. He says, "The only reason why I'm here, because you're right. I'm a liar. I'm a thief. I'm a scoundrel. But I messed up, and I already cost someone their life on actual purpose, and I'm trying to make up for it. Theo was the first time I realized I could do this power after studying, using my words, and I cost him his life already, and this is his book, and I just want to finish it. Let me finish the book. I know I took your friend's face. I know I wasn't the nicest way I could do things, but if you let me finish this book and make sure Theo's writing is published about what Barovia is about, you can do whatever you want with me after that."
Who's Theo?
Theo was still some dumb kid. He was studying in school, and we all went to the same school in Strixhaven. And I slept with the teacher's wife, and again, she was really hot, and I got an A in the class, so I didn't do it to cheat. I just did it because she was hot. But the teacher found out, and so I kind of crafted Theo's name on a love note to the wife, and the kid got kicked out of school. And I felt bad about that because I ruined his life, but I said I would at least finish what he started. And so I just want to make up for what happened to the kid.
I'm gonna flick through the book that he's handed me. What kind of stuff is in the book? Like, where does
The
it
beginning
start?
of the book
back
would
when
be
it belonged
about.
to him?
It started about time-wise about like a month ago.
Or
A month ago,
you ruined that kid's life really quickly.
A month ago, you'll see that it has the kids writing about Barovia from the outside, just knowing that's a place, the Island of the Mist, stuff like that. People go in, few people come out, and then you'll see it's my handwriting about like the stuff you guys have been up to as I got here.
How explicit is it?
How explicit? It'd be vague stuff. I wouldn't, because I would. People don't like the group because we killed a lot of people. Ends killed a lot of people. So it'd be like vague one-offs. So it wouldn't be that descriptive. Just following like stories of what you guys have done.
Hmm.
Like, I've been following you guys for a month. I finally found out something.
We haven't been in Barovia for even a month.
How have you been in Barovia for?
A week.
He's
Okay, so
not
quick. So
wrong.
I guess time-wise.
I've been here for like 2 months.
Okay, so it'd be my studies of the place, not finding anything, and then seeing that you guys have done things, then later on, notes of what you guys have been up to.
Okay, if Raven's group has been here for... Raven's previous group was here for 2 months. Are there
I'm
any
wondering,
notes
so I
about...
checked that. If
Yeah,
I'm
the
right.
previous group?
So it'd be everything that happened over the past month, he would have notes about in his book.
Hmm.
So Raven's previous group, and then I guess the current group.
So you've been stalking Raven for a month now.
I mean, it was just a name. I didn't really have faces to put to these. It's just all side notes. You know, it's hard to catch up with you guys. You guys move really fast. You went to werewolf territory. Wasn't gonna go there. You went to back to Valaki. I mean, it's hard. There's a lot of gaps. I mean, now I know everything. I mean, I guess now I just know some things, but I won't spread it to the world. You let me finish my work here. Find out what's going on in Barovia. I'll take whatever punishment you have after that.
What do you know of Lucian of my former group?
You know, they were kind of okay. I mean, there's that one wizard guy who liked libraries, apparently. You guys went to some house, and then you guys got kidnapped by the drinker people. I mean, they stole my favorite pen. I mean, they're kind of dicks, but they have good alcohol. I know they're like, yeah, you've traveled with different groups, Ravens. I thought this would be chill. I thought you of all people would be fine with a new face.
I never killed anyone from a group I was about to join and then took their face, wore it as my own, and made a joke of it.
Well, again, these are all third-person sources. Now I have first-person sources. And I haven't killed anyone in this group. Again, he died next to me.
You say.
I am 100% confident that he died, or my powers would not have worked.
What is the most damaging thing that you can do?
Lie, apparently, because...
That's a tough
Maybe
one.
not the answer to give this group framework what you're trying to.
Lying is mean. I'm mostly there. My skill set is to slow down bad guys or kind of like mess with their ability to hurt people. I'm good at escaping, so I'll be good at supporting you guys by making things harder for bad guys to hit you. You see, I'm not really a fighter, but I have a skill set that allowed me to sneak through when I needed to and get away from bad spots.
Show me your hands.
Okay, show you my itty bitty hands.
Is there a Vistani scar on it?
No, I wasn't gonna. Why would I nick my hands? These are. I play music with these.
Can you play us a tune?
I can play you a song.
Go ahead.
$28.
As he pulls out his flute and begins to play, you already have all heard the soft cello music that's been playing, but as he plays, the flute just harmonizes perfectly with it as his beautiful melody of cello and flute play this soft, melancholy tone.
I'm a lover, not a fighter, but I at least want to make sure I do somebody right who I've done wrong. I promise I'd not kill your friend he was already dead.
I think he would agree, and he would possibly be the only member in this party that would outright kill you if you took the body of someone else.
That is
so-
true.
See, that's what he would have said.
I won't act like I know you guys. I just have memories of you. But I know
thought
you guys
said
aren't
those
evil.
Memories were fading.
I know. Well, yeah, but it's like in a few hours. But I know you guys aren't evil. So
I think we should knock you out for those few hours, so that when Jesus, what the fuck is that? That was so loud.
Somebody turned on their PS2.
Oh my god! Actually, my ears are bleeding.
Icar's been doing a ritual for the last 10 minutes.
I will
Gee, what was I even gonna
magic and
shelf
see.
that, Icarus? Jesus.
Do you guys hear my microphone right?
Now we do.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
can't hear anything after what you just did to my ears.
okay, you would detect no magic on Blaine.
Absolutely 0.
0.
Wow. Okay.
I think we should knock you out for the few hours it takes until you don't remember who we are, so that we can meet you, not you pretending that you know us and lacing in small things as if it's yours and not his.
I mean, I would prefer not to get knocked out, and I can just sit back. Do you want to carry me? That would be bad on the arms in the back.
I'll just leave you here with the soup family for a bit, whilst we discuss what we want to do with you.
Well,
With a bag on your head.
oh, one thing I'll say is this then. Even when I'm in the disguise, I mean, I guess, no, you guys just weren't really good at it. But who cares? You guys... Told you I won't lie to you. If I lie to you again, you've all means to stab me. Okay?
What is Strad's brother's name?
It did cut out. I didn't hear the full name.
Something Von Barovich. Like that's what Blaine would say.
I mean, he's wrong, but I don't think he was lying.
You lied and
No,
knew that,
no.
and you're trying to. I'm gonna stab you because you gave me the right to, and I just kidding.
But yes, I promise I will not lie to you guys again.
Alright, so we'll knock you out, figure out what we want to do with you, and then talk to you when you only remember what you're meant to know.
I think the knock you out part means to be locked in a room.
We can just
It
throw him
seems
in the
very
bag.
violent.
We can just throw him back in the bag.
No, he'll die in the bag. He nearly
Yeah.
died in the
After
bag
how long?
already.
Like
3
10
days.
minutes. The bag
I-
was locked in for 10 minutes.
Yeah. Raw, it's the only thing.
My headcanon is he just stuck his weird little creepy head out the bag and went every like 10 minutes.
Like maybe he just put his mouth up to the hole and was breathing every little bit, you know?
But at that moment, I reached
Well,
in
no,
the bag for
I'm
some
a
trail
halfling,
mix,
so
just
10
find his
minutes-
teeth.
I'm a
Like,
halfling, so
what the
10 minutes
fuck?
for like a regular person is 20 minutes for a halfling.
Alright, I'm gonna hit him over the head with a club and put him in the bag.
That won't knock me out. Like it's okay, no violence here. I'll get
I
violent.
mean, it's gonna be a real sad situation if I have to hit you with the club 30 times to knock you out like I would actually have to do.
Why do I just stay
I
quiet? You know?
recommend going out in one club.
Hell. Well, I just take a nap in the room. I just had food. I got the meat shakes. Let me just eat. Let me just relax. Hitting people in the back of the head is not an effective way to reset their memory.
Well, you said the memories were fading, and we don't want you remembering the stuff now and then writing it down whilst we're not looking. So we want to give you the club And then when you wake up, like you say, you shouldn't remember any of this, you said.
Ouch. You're mean.
It won't hurt. It'll be real quick. We'll do like a 3, 2, and then I hit him with the club 1, 2.
I kind of want like Iser to do it.
I turn to the
I
others.
just
What
came
are we
back
gonna
from
do with this guy?
Well, we've been already in dire situations, and with a member dead and not recoverable, we are less, so those dangerous situations would become dire.
But we can get another group member that isn't this.
Like
Point to the-
Rictavio.
I have
I mean,
a feeling.
I honestly think Rictavia may have killed himself to try and help us get away.
I have a feeling, though, that if we deny Blaine and try to send him away, he's just going to follow us anyway, and has proven that if he's following us, he's not going to intervene and help us. At least if he's by our side, maybe he can throw a healing spell now and then, or shoot a crossbow, and that's more helpful than what he was doing before.
He also said that can hinder enemies' actions and movement.
You see, a friend of mine was stalked once, and I feel like you've got 2 real options, and one is to disappear, and the other is to kill the stalker. And we didn't even know he was following us. He's that good at following us.
If he's good at it, maybe we can use the skill to our advantage.
But he's only ever used it against us. You guys think that this guy's come forward as if he wants to help us. He was exposed by a lack of oxygen from the bag. He may have never come forward if he wasn't forced to. He said his primary skill set is lying, and it felt like he lied to us quite a lot.
Well, I can put that to the test later on, if we get a good night's
Wait, how
rest.
can you do that?
By creating a force which he cannot lie in.
Jesus Christ, why didn't you do that like 20 minutes ago?
Yes.
When he was lying dead on the floor.
I feel like we've been talking in here for more than 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I feel like he resurrected an hour ago. Has he got clothes on, by the way? I feel like I just want to clarify that people.
What? So
I-
you put
I
down to
would
repose
never-
and then you stripped me naked and put me in a fucking bear. What's wrong with you guys?
Absolutely not.
Someone
Kid.
would
We
have
did
fucking
not
died
do
red,
that.
man. I'm sure
I
someone
didn't know
would
if
fucking
you had
die.
to be naked to gentle repose, like a, like a
No.
rebirth kind of thing.
Yes, and you have to turn into
No.
an elf and then be naked and then gentle repose.
Hey, Bo said no talking of sexy elves.
It was just
No
So
talking
wait,
about
my
sexy
disapproval
dragon.
of that.
What's this? You can make people tell, like, you make them tell the truth. You're like, how does it work? I don't know your magic. I don't know any magic stuff.
Well, I can do it after I've gotten a long rest. I can
That's
pray-
fine. This
pray a
guy's
bit.
guy's out for a long rest. So if you sit down on that commoner's tomato bed thing and you start resting now, we should all rest in here while we've got the chance. And by the time we're recovered and this guy's awake,
Oh, maybe the abbot can protect him.
I don't think we can trust the abbot. He's best friends with Strahd, who I feel like we're pretty strongly leaning against. Right? I would look at each of them.
Oh yes.
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 Okay.
What
so,
What
does
if
anyone else feel bad for the woman he's just got like lobotomized and is planning to gift? Like she's a toy, and I go through my bag and I see like an actual toy. Does it look just like the flesh golem?
it does not? Now
The
that
flesh golem toy.
now that you bring it up, it may look like the one that is patrolling up the castle or the abbot.
Didn't the abbot say she was a flesh golem? So if this toy looks just like her,
No. The one you
Okay,
have
it
is
doesn't
more
look like it.
masculine. It looks kind of
Oh,
like a
you did
hulkish
say
nature.
that. Okay.
So
Also,
The one in the main hall is more feminine. It's like a definitely womanly.
can we
Okay, so
see the
I go
stitches?
through my bag, I spot this, I'm like, no, that's not right, and I just don't show anyone else.
have we considered the possibility that the abbot is right?
Right
Ah.
about that he just needs a wife.
The possibility that Strahd just needs healing.
No, it's definitely not an answer. The Fae has already tried that, and tried to gift him a powerful thing that would remove all of his sadness, and he instead imprisoned the Fae, burned their land, and tried to steal all the Fae power he could. I would
top
say
of
it's
that,
a bit beyond.
On top of that, I
not
just
getting
kind
sad.
of feel like if you're the kind of person that would abuse an entire landstead nation with fog and vampires and plots and assassinations and his weird little dress up that he does where he pretends to be a normal person and talks to people, I don't think he's going to treat that wife any better than he would treat the land. I don't think you give anything to him.
That's fair.
My
Most tyrants, once they get what they really want and realize that they have no other motivation
They get
for
better.
doing what they do, simply find new motivation.
Shit, they get worse.
Exactly. Giving him what he wants is never going to solve our problems or heal the land of Barovia.
See, I feel like the abbot is at least very passively not our friend. He's very sociable, he's very friendly, he'll eat with us, he'll talk to us. He even brought Isa back.
but he's an angel.
He doesn't align with us. We need to be careful with what we say because we got way too comfortable saying stuff we shouldn't in front of him.
So maybe stop yelling "shut up" at the abbot.
Do you
No,
think...
shut up Icarus on that actually, because I was telling you guys to shut up saying shit like things that you know about the Fey Gem and the Wicker Man. Don't tell him any of that. He has no right or need to know any of that about any. We can't tell him stuff like that because he's not our friend.
What if he can hear us throughout the whole abbey? I mean.
If he can hear us throughout the whole abbey, we've already spilled every single secret we cannot afford to tell. Because between you guys and that guy, and I point at the guy on the floor, you spilled everything that we shouldn't have told. Every
So we
single
have
thing.
to take the abbot out.
No, we have to
No!
hope that he hasn't heard, which it seems like he hasn't heard some of it and has hopefully misinterpreted others. I mean, I tried to cover some of it, you know, saying like we didn't know if it was a big tree or a wicker man or whatever, and none of us saw it. And then you were like, oh, it was definitely a wicker man, and here's where it's going. You can't tell him stuff like that. He's not...
Do you think he's under a spell? Because he is a divine being, correct? And
he said he was from Arvandor, which I know to be quite a holy place of good angelic beings.
yes, and they
I
have
didn't know
helped
that.
them in the future, or they have
So we
helped
don't
them
talk
in the
about
past.
how I know that, okay?
But
Why not?
Because we don't talk about the things that you did in your past either, Icarus.
I have.
Have you? I don't know anything about you other than you're really old.
I have been a hermit of a temple. Just that boring.
Sounds like something you make up when you want people to not ask about what you've been up to.
well, let me ask you this, Raven. Since you do know something about this land, where this being comes from, can he be affected by any mind control? Or can he be affected by some sort of spell from Strahd to turn him into being like doing these kind of things? Is that a possibility? Is this a good being turned bad because of spells or the land or the temple, whatever it is?
I mean, I know Arvindor, and I know the kind of things that come from Arvindor, but I don't know the abbot, and I don't know Strahd, and I don't know magic. So I can't comment if his spell has done anything to him, but he said he's been here for thousands of years. He said he came here to study the Amber Temple or something. I think that's right. Maybe
No.
something went
Markovia.
wrong. Maybe
He said he's been alive for thousands of years. He has seen people come and go. But when he arrived to this land, it was already in this state. And so he thought, oh, maybe if I heal Strahd from his pain, the mist will go away.
we know that he came to find Saint Markovia, which is why he's here at the Abbey.
She
But
died
I thought the
400
reason he
years
was
ago.
in, the reason he was in Barovia was that he was looking for something in the Amber Temple. I don't know.
No,
I
no,
was
no.
like,
It was the
a lot
healing
was
magic.
going on.
It
That's
was the
why
healing
I-
magic of Markovia.
Yeah, that's why he came here, and then
Okay,
what made him
my-
stick around was the mongrel folk.
Thank you, soup arguing commoner outside.
Sometimes you say I don't know if you. I don't know.
You're good. Just
No, it's good. It's
ignore-
good. Like, listen, Arvindor, good things come from there. Celestials, angels, things like that. It's a good place full of good people. It took the best from other places to become even better. He said he'd heard of the Golden Hills, which make me think that he wasn't lying about being from there.
Okay, now I'm more curious. How do you know about that? Have you been to heaven?
There is no such thing as heaven, I don't think.
Good.
There
mean,
wasn't- yeah. Go ahead. Kick that.
as far as I'm concerned, you're all from. I was born and raised in Barovia, and all of you are from weird, unusual, magical, mystical, fantasy places that don't exist.
The
So-
people from my temple tried to contact with these magical overworldly beings, but with little success. I'm just wondering how Raven is so acquainted with it.
Listen, we can have that conversation at another campfire talk. We need to figure out what we're doing at the Abbey, and what we're doing with that guy, and what we're doing with... What was that name that you said earlier, Isa, that made the abbot, like, stunned for a moment? Josephine? Seraphine?
There's two things. Sister Constantine came to this
Constantine.
land to help the people and help the adopted daughter of Argynvost, the Silver Dragon. She became a Silver Dragon Knight, and once she was here wounded, Sister Constance showed her true identity as an angel and crafted a pendant for her to defeat Strahd. Strahd was very unhappy when he couldn't find the pendant, because as he slaughtered the Silver Dragon and slaughtered Lugdadana, he couldn't find the pendant that just went up in smoke and back to possibly Sister Constance.
And the abbots say that Sister Constance's grave is
No, Lugdana's grave
right
is outside.
here.
Lugdana's grave is like the Silver
Oh,
Dragon's
okay.
adopted daughter's grave is outside, and she walks around yelling, "They killed Strahd" or "Death to Strahd," some crap like that. In the
I have been hearing that every 3 seconds since we got here, and it is pissing me off. I can't even hear myself think half the time.
I
You
think
guys get
there is-
that?
I did, but not anymore.
No, the only one that has been here yet has been Raven.
My bad. I thought you said everyone.
No, I'm sorry.
No, I have not.
I didn't notice anything.
You can't hear it right now. It's like this loud all the time. It's like that loud, just all the time, non-stop. Just
What if you try to follow it?
that sounds like a can of worms that we want to open when Isa has a leg.
And I have had some rest.
Akiyakoi hasn't slept in 3 days.
I haven't slept in a day.
That's
Yeah,
I slept.
It's been.
Do I get a long rest from being dead?
You got an eternal.
Because I had all my spell slots back.
Wait, how'd you come back with spell slots?
I don't
I
know.
don't think you come
Bro,
back.
we should
with
kill
spell
you
slots.
more often. Oh my god.
You shouldn't have.
I took it
Yeah,
away.
get
I
rid
don't
of that
rem-
spell slots. You
I
piece of
removed them
shit.
manually, the ones that remember. I just don't know how many second level spell slot I used. If it was 0 or 1. But
Just one, I think, a big smite, and that was it. All as far as I'm aware.
So you guys died still having resources on you? What's wrong with you people?
Oh yeah, we are in
Right,
dire need.
votes on what do we do with the kid in the corner?
What did I
'Cause
have
our
to roll?
options
What did I
are-
have to roll for a stealth check to just be like taking notes about everything they were talking about in the book while they weren't paying attention?
You're knocked out, aren't you?
We knocked. Yeah, I thought Raven knocked
I
you
like
out.
to imagine when I popped you, you landed like
He's an actor.
face
Come
down,
on, man.
like
He's an actor.
splatted. You can't have the book either because you're butt naked. Oh no, you're not.
No, I'm not.
Well, maybe you are now. You don't know what happened after you got knocked out.
You acted like I got knocked out in one hit. I just want to see this like real quick.
No. Okay, so no, I have the perfect thing. This is what happened.
Fuck yeah.
Let me grab this.
Hey, as I said earlier, if you weren't knocked out in one, I don't want it to be 50, but I'll just keep hitting you until you're out. Because I want it to be a
This?
mechanically like a roleplay knocked out, not a you go to 0 hit points knocked out. Why is everyone pinging stuff that I can't see?
Oh,
This is
look, you can't
how.
see? I rolled a
this is how
34
Blaine-
performance and 24 and stuff. Look, yeah, it's beautiful.
This is how
Wait.
Blaine died, or this is how Blaine was knocked unconscious.
Why are my rolls? Why are my rolls showing up though? That's weird.
Because you're not rolling publicly, I think.
I should always. Oh wow, I really am not. So let me fix that. Okay, let me put this here. Where's our group? Here's our group. Where's our chat? What did Keekly put up there? Oh, that's funny.
That's how you died, or that's how you were knocked unconscious.
All right. Honestly, I would have said I did get knocked out. I just thought it'd be funny if I wasn't. But I wake. When do I wake up?
Whenever we finish the long rest, but we got to figure out what we're gonna do with him first, which Raven's like trying to call a vote on. Puncher Master Bow 9. What?
I don't know what that is. That's could be bad, guys.
You asked how long you were knocked out. I was assuming if they weren't trying to kill you, it'd probably just be 10 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. So I
Unless
wake
we
back.
want to make it like a narrative thing where you.
No, if he gets up into, I'll knock him back out for another 10.
I just dodge the next one. I dodge the next one. Attack roll. I want to see an attack roll. I want to see an added advantage
The
attack.
problem is if you don't get knocked out, you die because we're knocking you out for the sake.
Only you want to kill me. Two people. One person is
That's all.
antipathetic.
Look back when Ends killed people. He killed over the fuck he wanted whenever he wanted.
He killed NPCs. He didn't kill people who were skilled.
That's
actually
meta.
not a good look on Ends. Oh, I didn't kill skilled people. I just
Guys,
killed the
guys.
stupid ones
I
in the
just
corner.
killed-
That was the other
Little
me.
babies.
That was the other me. I'm a different person.
I just killed a little babe.
Okay, where's the freaking? There's a joke about this.
So you guys have been in this room now for a little bit. Eventually, those two mongrel folk that were arguing, one of them knocks on the door and just asks, "How much longer will you be?"
Do not interrupt.
What? Jesus, please.
Christ.
What? How much would you say that like do you guys trade in gold coins here? Do you have currency?
You don't even hear anything else. After Icarus said that, the knocking stops, the footsteps as well as the sound you heard outside of the door sounds like it walks away.
Oh god, I think you killed him, Icarus.
I
See, I don't get like how can you speak to a complete stranger through a door like that when they've done nothing wrong but been really polite? But like this guy, and I point to the guy on the floor. Like, how is this guy getting a level of respect so much higher than
At 18
poor
charisma,
innocent?
it's that looks.
I
I
think
am
perhaps
just being
we should
recursive.
give these people their room back and find
Yeah,
one
take
that's
someone else's room for a bit and then
Un-
use that one instead.
unoccupied.
Or at least pay
Maybe.
the people so that they like go out for lunch and make a day of it or something.
Well, what time of the day is it that we got here?
Wow, it
You
is
guys-
late.
Yeah, you guys got there about, it was like 3 p.m. honestly.
Okay,
The
So it's
time's
going
been
on.
going.
we can take the clock at face value then.
Yep.
Okay.
'Cause
I mean it's
it was like noon when you guys left the winery or the.
think-
If we just spend 5 minutes figuring out what we're going to do with him, we can wrap this up quickly, find somewhere to rest, get the rest, and wake him back up. But we
I
need
think
to
we have
know.
greater things to be concerned about, like the hags.
But why bring up the hag? There's nothing we can do about the hags right now. But we need to figure out what we're doing with this guy right now.
Maybe the abbot can do something. The abbot is a
But that's
celestial
a
being.
conversation for another day with another guy. We've got this unconscious, fully clothed man on the floor, and we need to know
Honestly,
what we're going to do with him.
I'd say we prove if he's as useful as he says he is. If he doesn't prove anything, I will help you slay him.
Okay, so you're voting for a trial period,
Yes.
Keakley?
I think that a trial period might be a good idea. As I've said, I would feel more comfortable. I have a feeling that this Blaine is going to follow us, whether we invite them to or not. So, a trial period, having them at our side rather than behind us, I think would be a better option. And, I mean, Raven, it's a lot easier for accidents, and Keakley does the finger quotations around the word accidents, are more likely to happen out in the woods than here in the Abbey.
Isa?
I would say his actions, although cowardly and really dubious, everyone deserves redemption. And I don't want to cast him out. If it is like Keakley said, he was followers anyways. Ence is gone, and we're not gonna get him back. And this, I do believe we can at least try to see what the truth is, if his intentions were malicious or not to kill Ence, or how he feels about that. But at this present moment, I can't make him tell the truth. But that would be one of the things that would sway me in one way or the other. But I definitely wouldn't kill him. I would just send him off regardless.
Okay, with 3 votes for trial period, a trial period is should we call it 4 days? What's a good amount of time? I
4
feel like
days,
we
yeah.
do a lot in 4 days. We've been here for like 15 days.
4 days sounds good.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, let's find an unoccupied room, bunker up, get some rest into Keakley. I'll try and be like, I'll stay up. I'll be like a dream guardian. I'll like fight off whatever this hag magic, because we haven't had anyone stay up the whole night and try and fight it off. I'll do that for you guys.
We can ask
but
the abbot if he can protect us just for tonight.
yeah, I would really prefer to not trade my exhaustion for yours. And I think it's going to take a few days for me to fully recover, but at least one good night's sleep would be preferred.
Rictavia told us how to, at least temporarily, make sure it's not
He said
affecting
he has a circle of protection,
Mm.
but
Oh,
never.
that's true.
It requires
told us
holy
how-
water. Yeah, it requires holy water.
Oh yeah.
We're in a church. Shouldn't be that hard to get some.
Yeah, we should probably keep Icarus contained to small portions of this church and not allow him to wander around aimlessly.
Is it publicly known that I curse holy water?
I don't think it's meant to be.
Yeah, I think in game, the past couple days, people would just notice that their vials have suddenly shattered, or they reach into their bag and there's holy water seeping into it. But I'd say that in game, there would be nothing to draw the conclusion that it is something that you have done to remove the holy water. I'd say it's not out of the realm of possibility, though, for the group to be a little bit skeptical of you now, though, given everything that's happened. But I don't know if that would immediately draw them to assume that you're the reason for the holy water disappearing.
I mean, I did experiment with the commoners, so I know that that happens, but I have not done a holy water experiment, so I do not know that it happens.
Fair.
Before I try to do an insight check, if you allow me, Raven, but one of the things you mentioned,
Sure.
it was in regards to you saying you've been here for a month. Knowing what I know, I find that unlikely.
But you know,
Okay, you can roll whatever you want to roll.
party secrets.
I'm shit at this anyway, so. I'm not.
So, Bo, what actually do I roll? Because I feel like my backstory was that I've been wandering Barovia and I've been staying in that house. Like, I wandered. I got in Barovia, we did stuff. Stuff happened, my group died, I wandered more. I got to that house and I was staying in that house for like a while, and then I came across the group. I feel like a month, maybe 2, is actually accurate.
Yeah, that sounds pretty reasonable. I'd say.
Okay, so I'll do a persuasion because I felt like that's why I did like. Oh! Me and Isomy glance eyes. And
Beats it
then-
beats.
I feel like you get the sense that the timeline
Yeah.
adds up not only with
Yeah.
everything Raven has ever said before, but also other stuff you know. Like Alaric's tower looked like it was the dust of at least a month, but he came here with me. So if he came here with me and died, and then his tower got abandoned, like, I mean, I'm at least as old as that dust, kind of stuff. Who knows?
We didn't dig up the corpse or your friend to know how long it's been in the grave, right? If it was a skeleton, we would have known.
We never found a body, but we found his tower.
No, he's talking about the grave outside of Barovia near the crossroads.
Oh no, I don't think we.
No, we definitely didn't dig him up. We definitely did not dig him up.
Raven would
Right?
have fought you guys if you tried.
Yeah.
That would have been.
That would have been cooked beyond repair.
So, you guys just trying to find a room?
Yeah, we'll find a room, we'll rest, and then we can wake up with Enz's character playing the game as well.
I play a nice little serenade as I wake up.
All right. One moment.
Please,
Shit,
please,
forgot to
sir, may
smell
I
the
have a
habits.
long rest?
In this spacious chamber, rows of wrought iron beds stand in orderly fashion, cobwebs draped lazily over them, and tattered remnants of mattresses cling desperately to the surfaces. Along the south wall, 3 doors are evenly spaced. An ethereal, soft glow suffuses the air, accompanied by the gentle strains of angelic music. Ghosts materialize, injured knights occupying the beds while being attended by sisters and monk who rush tirelessly. Oh, it's gonna play a sound.
Ooh.
Oh, it's just sending it to the chat. Okay.
Ooh.
Wow.
Just as quickly as it brightens, the brilliance recedes. Their names materialize in your mind, and they seem familiar to you. Sister Markovia and Sister Constance. Oh, man, well, with that thing up, you guys didn't see it, did you? Huh? Well, you can minimize the conversation at any time, just so you guys know. If you get
Where?
something looking at it on your screen. To the right, that little arrow.
Oh,
Huh?
cool.
The little, holy
Whoa! Imagine trying to
Idiot.
sleep while that's going on.
The little arrow to the right, to the next to the chat, will minimize the thing. But Icarus, while everyone else saw that, the visage and images that you got were of the mutilated bodies of these soldiers, as they looked pretty damaged. But you guys are able to find this place to rest.
Oh. Wait. Before resting, though, I would have gone to the abbot
Okay.
and told him about the hags.
Okay. I told you my spell prevents those from coming in here. It's a way to ward off dangers like that. It should keep you safe through the night. If it does not, let me know.
That makes it so much more comfortable, and maybe I'll be able to actually sleep some. I appreciate it.
So when the vision appeared, only Sister Markovia and Sister Constance remain, now standing in the Abbey's graveyard. Sister Markovia digs a grave while Sister Constance turns her gaze towards you. Sorrow etches her face as a spirit ascends from the freshly dug grave, rising towards the sky. The once clear sky darkens and the spirit becomes trapped just beneath the shadowed expanse, an eternal captive of Barovia. The message conveyed by Sister Constance and Sister Markovia is clear. The souls of Barovia are forever ensnared in this accursed land. The haunting visions fade, and you return to the reality of the ruined hospital room.
Oh shit.
Damn. As you feel a little sting in your arm from this visage, Icarus.
Oh,
Is that 1 damage?
Yeah, I put it on there. You're good.
you're lucky he rolled a D100.
You're kidding.
I'm not, look.
It was a square die. Come on.
I wake up by this and then just... What the hell?
That was just on entering this room.
Hmm.
And it fades away. The room seems to be clear now. You guys.
Oh, so we haven't slept. Oh, that wasn't in the sleep. Okay.
No, that was just entering this one. As Raven, you still hear in your ear, Strahd must die.
I know!
All right, are you guys resting? Anyone doing anything before bed?
Oh, I'm absolutely reading my book.
Okay.
This cursed book in this holy roof.
So I had to fix something. There's changes I had made before this today. So those are just proficiencies.
Okay.
Okay, I will approach Raven, and while no one can hear me or see, well, they can obviously see me, but I'm not 5 feet away from anyone else, and I will ask Raven. So, you were able to hear Donna crying
What do you
out
mean?
death to Strahd.
Yeah, the whole time, every 3 seconds, just in my ear, just telling me what to do.
Do you think she's still gonna be around in the morning? There's a lot of questions I have for her. And if you're only one able to hear her, maybe we might be able to communicate with her. I mean, they say she might be trapped here as a remnant.
If she's been here for however many years have passed since the Abbey has stopped looking like it did in that vision we got when we walked in the room, I think she'll definitely be here tomorrow. I'm happy to act as interpreter between you and her. We can't tell the abbot that I can hear that person, because again, we don't want him coming to any realizations of stuff that he shouldn't, or God forbid telling Strahd things that we don't want him to know or hear.
Yeah. Well,
And as you guys are getting all settled, I'm sorry not to interrupt you guys, the abbot just comes in and says, "My friends, you are more than welcome to stay as long as you would like, please." And he comes just with Cloven next to him. He's got some pillows, some blankets for you guys to help make these beds a little bit better on your backs.
Are any of these pillows the one that was stolen from me?
You sold those last week.
Don't tell them that, Jesus Christ.
I was like, don't throw a fast one on me, man. Sorry, I already got a lot to keep track of.
No, it's alright, it's alright.
No, they do. They definitely don't seem to be that luxurious as the ones that you were given, though. They're just regular hospital pillows.
I take an extra one.
Okay. If you need anything, please let me know.
Can you answer a question for us real quick?
Of course.
I asked the abbot whatever the fuck those commoners were on about soup.
Oh, well, the Mongol folk here, every day they have different tasks.
No, not like I'm asking him the question they were asking each other.
Mm.
As if it's my question. But I don't remember what it was.
The
It was
best way
about
to
soup.
boil a tomato.
Yeah.
I mean, you put it in water. You just heat the water up.
Yes, many would think that, but you want to add a little bit of salt, something a little bit tangy to it. It gives it a taste, a little bit of life.
Who am I to question the chef? Morning, guys.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, Iser and Raven are still talking. We have technically not long rested. The abbot was just coming in to give you guys a good night.
It's before the rest.
Kiss on the forehead?
He might have, if you ask for it.
Sure, we'll ask for the abbot to give us a good night kiss.
He would give you guys gracious kisses atop the head. Not in
No,
like a seductive way.
Everyone, they're like, we didn't ask for this.
Like a
As he
father would.
approaches, I would hide the book and just say, "I'm good, thank you."
Oh,
Yes, you
Johann's
sense,
pulling
Iser,
it
that
away.
he is a celestial. That is the smell, the odor that he gives off.
Oh.
No, it's bells ringing, man.
Or bells ringing for that. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Ooh. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's the smell of bells ringing. Do you not know it?
Yeah, you get the smell of brass.
Stupid fucking Johann.
Come on, use your head, dude.
Right, let us rest.
You guys were talking. I'm sorry.
No, we decided on approaching this as at the later. That was the end sentence of that.
Okay. You guys should be able to rest.
When you do the UI thing with showing us, it locks me somehow from doing some actions. I don't know.
Yeah, so what you can do when that happens, just click the minimize conversation. That's what I was telling Icarus about.
Yeah, I did. I did, and I still got some.
That should let you move things around. When you guys took a long rest, did it give you the option for the rest profile?
Yes, it did, and it says long rest. Okay. Check out your customs. D6 is available. Finish long rest.
Secured long rest. Is that when you guys clicked? Does it give you that option?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
and it works. Okay. Is the HP restored or not?
Very nice. Yes, it usually restores. Oh, your HP? No, you're still at 51.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said the number. But yeah,
I would like to roll my nightmare. Right? Okay. Under half HP?
No, your HP, you're up. I'm just saying, if you're wondering about your max HP, that's not back.
Yeah. No. Do I do a nightmare check when I've recovered more than half my HP, or this was it? If it was considered a safe place to rest, I don't do the nightmare check, or how did it work?
Let me pull it up again.
Does the kiss on the forehead give him advantage?
It says table description. There's no description.
Wow, or any level of exhaustion. So,
any level of exhaustion?
Yeah, Icarus, Keekly, and Iser to roll wisdom saves.
Okay.
For me.
Oh no.
Ooh.
And it's nightmare, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So it's a wisdom save first. 1 second.
I will use my inspiration.
All right.
Okay. You guys are all able to rest through the night. Keekly, you finally get a much-needed night of rest. Same with Icarus, as the Abbey's words seem to hold true, Icarus, as you guys are not interrupted throughout the night with the hauntings.
Nice.
So, Keekly, you are down to just one level now. Very nice.
Hooray!
But you guys are all able to wake up. You can hear that. Well, I mean, shit, man, it's gonna be 1 a.m. by the time you guys wake up.
We just sleep through the night, wake up at like 4.
Yeah,
Sleep in.
you
Yeah.
can do that.
Can I take the 6 hours of rest and put all the rest of hours into reading the book? Like waking up at 1 a.m., start to read the book, and wait till the others to wake up?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I need to figure out how many hours you're in. On that.
I have that noted down.
Thank you. So next day. Okay, I guess my options are 12:30 and 4 a.m. or 5:30. Okay. What's everyone doing in the morning? It's early in the morning, but you could still hear the slight steps of small people. They sound like they're waking up early in the morning to get their daily tasks started, but they have left this room alone. At least
They're
it
so
appears that way.
wholesome. I'm gonna wake Blaine up.
Okay.
With a clubbing or something.
You
I
killed
mean,
him.
it might have to be.
You killed him. He's dead silent.
Oh no, I am. Hey guys, it is morning. I'm gonna play my flute. How are you guys doing?
We've come to a group decision that you have a 4-day trial period to show that you can function as a normal human being in a group setting. And should you fail the trial, we will take you up on the offering that you gave us the night before, that you'll be stabbed to death.
Stab, but not stabbed to death. But either way, at 4 days, that's easy. That's enough time.
Okay, let's sleep until day 2, so has less time.
Well, then I'm gonna play you a serenading song.
I forgot to mention, it's already day 4. You were out for...
We've been counting since the day you start stalking.
We've
Hey,
been counting
buddies,
since
I'm
the
gonna
day
show you
followed us.
that having me is the best choice you'll ever have made.
Can you explain a little bit more about things that you can and can't do?
I can play the flute. I can't cook breakfast. I can heal pretty well. And also, when you and I become best friends, you're gonna find that my words of encouragement will make you do better in life. Like you're inspired.
Are you scared of monsters or demons?
I am not afraid of monsters and demons, just jilted lovers.
Good enough.
And then, just because they're the only person that hasn't formally requested it, Isa, I think you should say the words, "If I die, don't take my memories," because he operates on an opt-out basis, and everyone else has opted out.
No, only Icarus has opted out, and you have opted out. That's it, only 2.
Keokly and Isa, I suggest that you opt out.
But what if the information is paramount to us succeeding in our
See?
tasks?
He
I
has
knew-
to eat your body to do it, though.
I don't have to eat your body. We did the shadow demonstration. It's the shadow. I don't eat people. That would be not good on the stomach.
Okay, so Isa's opting in. How do you feel?
And write as much down as you can.
Awesome.
Oh god, so Isa's really in.
Wow.
How do you feel, Keokly? You want your memories taken when you die? Body
I'd like.
snatched? Face used?
I don't think that I have made a decision on that. I think I want
Well,
to.
maybe opt out for now, and then if you change, opt back in, because it's easier
Yeah.
to get back in than out.
Okay,
I
that's
opted
fair,
out
yeah.
mainly for the little one's own sanity.
It's easier to
I want to
unsubscribe,
know.
right? You know that.
I mean, if you really want to, you can try, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Why have you opted back in? Oh no. Okay, so me and Keokli are out. Icarus and Isa are in. And then what do you want us to do with your body should you die? What even was your name?
Blaine.
And what would you like us to do with your body if you should die?
Pour a good bottle of ale over it, and make sure every bar knows that their bar tabs will never be paid.
Boo.
Also, there's a lot of
Okay.
ladies who are going to be sad too. But nonetheless, that's why
We
I'm with
will
you
do-
guys.
We will do the total opposite. For now.
Keep an eye out in some shops for some wine that is acceptable by your standards.
Well,
All right.
we did
Why are you
have.
laughing at that, God? What's the matter with that?
Just the way you said by your standards. All right. What
Well,
are
we
you
did
guys
have some questions,
doing?
right?
Oh, sorry. For. Oops.
I want to try and ask some questions. I don't even know what I would ask, but Raven might figure it out. To just vaguely determine whether or not he said that he would have forgot some of the stuff that he shouldn't know by now. But I don't want to be upfront, but I want to test whether or not he still
Well,
has.
casting his own the truth.
Oh.
Or let's just go over if everyone else is doing something during the morning ritual, and then I'll.
Anyone doing
Yes.
anything in the morning?
Nah.
No,
I
give me this Zona truth.
I'm
I
praying to.
spent my all hours reading the book.
Okay.
And I'm, of course, is consulting with my deity to swap some of my knowledge and spells, or however you say it.
You feel this tether, it's definitely weaker, but you're able to do it. How does it look while you cast this on the truth?
Well, let's see. I want to take out and I want to make a big drawing on the ground. A big circle with angelic symbols in it. And as I trace the last line, I tell everyone to get inside. And also that I will know if they're not being truthful. You can choose not to step in, but Blaine needs to be in here for the questions. It's part
I'm
of-
gonna step in. This will be
Okay.
fun.
and
Not my first Zone of Truth rodeo.
and we will know if you try to resist it. As I trace the last line, just it started
Let's
glowing
go.
gold and light up.
I hop in. I do like a frontwards flip to hop in.
Oh shit, that's cool.
Raven changes his mind immediately.
That's it. Get this guy in here, man.
Does he have the stink race upon? It's like a.
I like 12, so okay, not the best flip.
I'll
What
step
is
in as well and fail.
1d20? Oh, 1 equals 1. Oh, is that like the halfling? You can't get a
Halfling
1.
one.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it re-rolls once, yeah.
That's cool.
But
Wow.
it'll only reroll it once.
That's not cool.
Well, that's how it works.
All right, what questions you got?
What
ahead,
do you
Raven.
remember about Enz's life?
I remember that he was friends with you guys.
Anything else?
I mean, most of his life was a blur, but I remember he was friends with you guys.
I look to Isa.
Mm. Well, he is telling the truth. There's
Okay,
no,
good.
no indication that he's not. And we do get more than 5 questions. He's not
mean, we get 10
Way.
minutes of questions.
Yeah.
Right?
So I would like to ask
I just
you,
sit
like,
down, like cross-legged.
what's your intent to kill Ents by us picking the wrong buddy?
I didn't kill Inns. Inns was dead. My powers don't work unless they're dead. And I had to be there within like 30 feet when they die, and I was hiding in a bush right next to him when he died. Undead, horrible thing. But my intentions were you would take me with you away from the undead, and I would live.
At what point did you decide to start following us?
Moment I got here and I heard about you guys.
So what else have you found out so far?
I found out that you guys have killed a lot of people. And, I thought that meant that you guys have some rough pasts. And I found out that you guys are going for Strahd and that, there's some tie with him and some Fey people. And I thought I'd just get to know you guys better. So I followed you around through, like, the castle, then the hags. People were talking about the pies, and the pies went out of not being sold. So I went to the hag place, and that place is kind of like burnt up for some reason. So then I followed out further, and I heard about werewolves, and that you guys like helped out with that. And then I found you guys here, some big tree.
And what secrets do I have?
You're a paladin. You're a good guy in a bad place. I don't know. What secrets do you have?
Well, I just wanted to know if you knew anything about me.
I know that you're a paladin, and that right now you're white.
Yeah. I think this is great. As I step into the circle and fail to save. And this is great to have people telling the truth. Icarus, why don't you come join us?
Why have you got it out for Icarus?
I am busy reading. Maybe another time.
Well, you asked him about the books the other day.
What?
That's because
Raven.
that first book gave me a real bad vibe, but then he gave a very honest and real answer that was more than acceptable, so I left him alone on it.
The
And
guy,
that's the books I got.
the guy has started to look like shit, to be honest.
Telling the truth is kind of weird. I think that you guys aren't going to trust me. I think that guy's a dick for hitting me in the back of the head. And I think that Keekly is kind of cool. But the mushrooms, we should go with purple mushrooms.
I'll hold my hand up and grow a purple mushroom in the palm of my hand.
Perfectly matches your tone, baby. I like it. But Raven, I mean, you're not a bird. I was kind of let down by that. But I kept reading Raven by the notes and people saying the name. I thought you'd have wings.
Don't have a reply to that.
I think you've offended him. We
don't-
had that whole Raven thing with the cards and Madame Eva. He wasn't too happy about the Ravens popping up 5 times.
But still, with that though, are we good? Are we done?
No, your intent in general. Is it?
Oh, my intent in general. You know what? I made a choice that I regret, and I'm here to make it better.
Yeah, but
Would
is
you
your
kill
intent
Strahd
good?
if you had the chance?
Huh?
Would you kill Strahd if you had the chance?
I mean, if I have to kill him in self-defense, I would do it because I don't want to die, and I feel like if you saw me in person, I would maybe not die. So I would maybe die. So if I have to kill him, okay, I'm more here for the story. If killing him gets me to the end of the story, by all means, I'll do it.
And if we were in trouble, would you run away?
I can't say that I wouldn't think about it, but I know that staying with you guys is a best chance of me getting what I need.
Is the story you told about the kid in the book true, or did you leave anything out that you should have told us?
The tragic story about the kid is a story I don't wish to talk about again.
Well, that's a shame, because I'm going to ask about it again. Tell me the true and honest and complete story about the book and the kid. Because you're saying that's your motivation to be here and why
I
you're
cost the
following
kid
us.
everything by telling a lie that I am here to repay by finding the truth. That is the story.
Can you tell me what you know about Lucian from my former group? Did you say that you followed this group, or did you follow my group?
I have some notes about the groups, but just more like their travel past. Specifics like that creepy house. No one alive was still from that place that I could interview. So nothing about the house.
You didn't see any mongrel folk?
Well, I mean, when I went to the house, there's a library and there's a talking piece of armor. No, sorry, it wasn't. There's a library, a tall staircase, and a bunch of books. But everyone left in that house is dead or a corpse. So not really anyone I can gain information from.
Raven, are you asking from in or out the circle?
I'm out the circle. How could
Oh,
you
he's out
expose
the
me like this,
circle.
Icarus?
Come on,
After I defended you earlier, Icarus, how could you expose me like this?
It's like, yeah, that's kind of a
Because if
black
you-
hole in my notes because no one alive left that place but you.
And
If you were inside the circle, I would have asked something, but since you're out, I'm not gonna.
he
ask
never
anything.
entered, man. He never entered. Under
Okay.
no circumstances.
Done
That
me
would have
dirty
opened up
there,
for a
man.
question, man.
This group is full of rats, man. I swear. Everyone except Keakley has it out for someone.
I have it out for no one
I'm gonna look
but
to
myself.
Blaine. Oh, here's a good one. I think people are supposed to ask for stuff. What's the best question we could ask you right now?
Best question you could ask is my favorite flower.
Okay, what's your favorite flower?
It is daffodils.
Why was that the best question?
Because then you get to know that I am a flowery person.
Okay, what's the worst question we could ask you right now?
Ooh.
I can choose to not answer that question.
And we can choose to hold that against you in your 4-day trial period. Do you want to make a good impression, or do you want to dodge the question?
The truth is that it is better for me to not answer than to answer that question.
See, the problem with that is it makes me think the worst possible thing about what it could be, which I think isn't going to be as bad as what it actually is.
I'm gonna stick to that one. I'm not answering that question.
I looked to Isa.
Well, yeah.
There are things that even you are not telling us. Why he should spit everything.
I thought you were reading your book.
I can overhear your
I
conversation.
Nonetheless, I think that we need to go find out what the abbot knows so we can set off and stop the something guy. I don't know. There's some tree dude.
Yes.
I think we've missed the tree dude.
We should go after him.
I don't think we walk as fast as the tree. I feel like we should finish doing stuff in the abbey. We've got mysteries, we've got mongrel folk, we've got a guy in the well. There's a lot
we
here.
have something I won't mention inside here because I wasn't going to divulge anything. But yeah, there's a person we want to meet as well. Or two.
So with
me and
that,
Isa
I
have
say the
some,
questions are over. Let's go. Let's get moving, guys.
No, we got questions.
Keakley, do you have any questions?
If you find yourself in a situation where we are beset on all sides by ravaging undead, and you are separated from us and cornered off, surrounded by these creatures. How are you going to defend yourself?
I would cast Flow on the undead closest to me. So they couldn't get me.
You would cast what?
Slow.
Other than the story you told before, what's the second worst thing you've done in your life?
Yeah. Besides that, I did steal candy from a baby.
What's
It
the
was horrible.
most morally best thing you've done in your life?
I mean, I've killed people, but I feel that it was self-defense, and they were very aggressive about collecting money owed to them.
I'm sorry, I meant what's the morally best thing you've done? I'm not
Oh,
sure.
morally best thing?
Yeah.
This is definitely the morally best thing I've ever done. Making sure someone's prize work will be completed, because usually I wouldn't do this if you paid me.
Do you have a card like this? Show the paladin card.
It's like, nah, I didn't have
The
any
creep.
greater purpose. I just wanted to find this place, and then I met some people selling some wine, and then all of a sudden I found myself in the mist, and with nothing but a book, because I guess they found the book boring. I didn't have much of value when I came here, so I didn't expect. So I guess that they thought I was just a nobody.
Strahd must die.
I get it. I know. I understand.
Nonetheless, wait, no one's talking to you. Are you okay?
All right, it's just the. We'll explain it later when we do the thing with me and Isa.
Perfect. Because I have a lot of questions for you guys to answer, so I can put it in my book.
And the zone of
Okay,
truth
do you want to
poops out.
ask like 5 questions? You know, a bit of turn taking.
I'm the only one in the circle.
You don't have to be in the circle to answer a question.
Izor, what's your favorite flower?
Well, as of recently, it is Lily.
Ooh, it matches your scales.
Why is that?
God damn it. Because it's the Green Forest, you idiot.
Is there
Don't
what?
ask me questions like this on the truth that you know the answer to. Come on, man.
Is the color of what?
No, it's a Green Forest Fae. The name of her.
Oh.
Oh.
Absolutely
Okay.
sabotaged. You don't have to answer though. You could do what he did earlier and be like, I refuse to answer that question.
Well, I have to uphold the Zone of Truth rules that I use it as a not a try to dodge questions.
Okay.
Oh, and one thing, my words actually have a sting to them. If I hit somebody with a weapon, I can make it like reverberate to their brain and cause extra damage to their mind.
Can you try that on Icarus first so we can see how
Why
it
me?
works?
Why Icarus?
I thought
That's
you were in
mean.
your book.
That would be mean to hurt Icarus. He's reading.
Okay, that's good. That was the test and you passed.
It would be funny, but that would be mean to hurt Icarus because he's reading.
Okay, you passed with
stopped
with a slight minus.
I think you passed the first trial out of 4.
Yeah. I mean, I've done this so many times, guys. This is the first time I've been in a zone of truth. I know how this works.
Can we all hear the whisper in the background, or is it just Raven still?
That was just supposed to be Raven, but I'm glad you guys could hear it.
I was dead. It's like that. What's that movie called? Speak with the Dead.
Insidious, where they go to the.
No.
I have
Oh.
to.
I
I
see
do have
dead
to ask
people.
you something nicer.
Hmm.
What does it feel?
Okay, before you ask, it is like we're 10 minutes past stopping point, but I have nothing going on. I'm good to keep going. So.
Yeah,
What
I'm
does
down
it
to keep
feel
going.
to be dead?
I just need to go AFK, but you guys can keep talking. I'll be right back.
Okay. What does it feel to be dead?
What does it feel to be dead?
Oh,
I mean-
also, guys, I'm good at interrogating people.
Okay, good to know.
I don't know, of course. I have no memory of me being dead. I have memory of being alive and dying and
Really?
waking up. There's nothing in the middle.
So there's no afterlife.
I would
Well, no
retain the
afterlife for
memories.
him.
I don't know if I would retain the memories. I have no memory of it anyway.
So it's still unknown territory. Okay. Just wanted to see if we finally had an answer for that.
I think there's a difference between dying and dying here. The vision that we had from Constantine and the burial and things, he
Oh,
made
yeah,
it quite clear that the souls that are here are trapped here.
Spirits get
I-
trapped in the mist.
I think the reason Iso couldn't go to his afterlife is because it was here that it happened.
That means Enz is
So-
floating around out there.
And is it here in the mist?
In the mist.
Maybe you
I
could add
will
it to your
say-
list of things to repair. That you have to fix the mist so that Ens can find peace.
Those of you that were in Barovia and alive there, you did notice in the March of the Dead, your allies in their marching
Mm.
to Barovia.
I remember that, yeah, the gravestone from Barovia.
Yep.
The village of Barovia.
And
I
Nim
have a
was there.
question for you, Isa, but I don't want to ask it because it might be a bit too much in public, but it's not too much in public, but I really need to know the answer is true.
He
Yeah?
wants to know if you like him.
No, it's not. It's about your intentions. Something that you mentioned a long time ago that you said has changed, but I just want to know that it has, you know.
I just do not want to ask anything serious to Isor because I don't really have anything against them.
Oh, I don't have anything against him. I just want to.
I would say that the involvement in this region and finding out how much the poor people had suffered, and ever since my transformation, my key drive is to usurp tyrants, and
Do you no
Drive
longer
being one
wish
of them.
to deprive this land of its artifacts and take them away somewhere else?
well, it depends if the entire region is free, and
Oh no,
Markovia-
that's a bad answer.
this Markovia
Isa.
doesn't want the sword back.
Oh god, why couldn't you just say no?
If you can use an artifact to stop an evil from the land, why not take it?
That sounds like a good idea. I like that idea.
This land needs.
Does it? I mean, what
Nah.
is the basis of this assumption? If Strahd is
Look
dead,
around. Look
What are your-
around. This land
what's your
needs its
reasoning?
artifact.
I think he needs to be in the circle of truth.
Who?
I think Raven needs to be in the circle of truth. Okay, at this point, I'm gonna walk out of the circle of truth.
And as you guys are kind of all talking, knocking on the door, you see the strange, defigured creature that is known as Cloven. And he opens the door, and
No, just kidding.
or he doesn't open the door. He knocks and he'll ask,
Would you like breakfast?
We'll be out in 10 minutes for breakfast. Thank you, Cloven.
Okay.
I have one question for you, DM. In regards to cursed
Sure.
items, do they get removed or do they stay on? I mean, I read it up and I said I read up the curse cannot be removed through death.
yeah, because the curse is on the item, not on you.
Oh my god, that's a full-grown man with an end snack attached to it.
He plays
Yeah,
the
but-
instrument. I like him.
I think what Isor meant is like, is the sword still cursing him?
No, attuned is what I meant.
Well, I kind of like what Pathfinder does, where if you drop all your shit. So
What do you mean drop?
Yeah, because attunement is soul-based and his soul went somewhere else. It makes sense it
Yeah.
would have broke.
I'd say
Makes
you're not you're not attuned nor equipped to anything. Like Pathfinder, what I mean is you go unconscious in that game, you drop your inventory.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
So I will.
Well, not all your inventory, right,
Like
Aaron?
fucking Sonic rules,
What?
just all your shit
In
comes out.
Pathfinder, when you go down, you drop your stuff.
Okay.
Well, like yeah, I mean, like you aren't holding on to it. You just drop it, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I like the way that's done. That's one thing I really liked about Pathfinder.
Yeah, I mean, it's not saying like it breaks. Just say like you aren't holding it, you aren't attuned.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
you lose all connection to them.
That's what we were. That's what I was trying to convey.
Okay, so I can spend time attuning to the ring and the axe.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, you've had more than enough time. I mean, you guys have been up, or you slept. But if you woke up earlier, for example, like Icarus did, you would have had time.
Does anyone else have anything they feel they need to ask anyone else in the room?
I want to ask him many things, but that would also open my door to being asked things.
You don't have to
Icarus,
be in the circle to ask people things.
I want to ask a question
Yes.
for your book. Who
What is
wrote it? It looks cool. Who's the author?
It was half done. I am just trying to finish it.
So who's the author?
I do not know.
Ooh, interesting.
Icarus is not in the circle, by the way, so you can he can lie all he wants.
We had the same types of books written by somebody else, and we're set here to finish it. See, I know
I
we have
will
some
enter the
common.
circle and repeat what I just said and exit the circle.
Don't let him
Yeah.
out.
Pretty much what I can do is, guys, as I say, is that I have bardic inspirations. When we take a short rest, I'll play a song, and you guys can get extra hit points, and I can do extra damage, kind of like a weak sneak attack. Once when I hit people with the weapon.
What's that place that you said you're from? Striblabadon or something?
You hate talking to me. You're talking to who? Oh, sorry, Strixhaven. Oh yeah, you and I stayed in Strixhaven.
It's just curious. What is that place like?
It's a school for magic people.
So you're like a child?
No, I'm an adult. It's like a college, like a high school college. I may be short, but I'm not young. I'm like middle aged, almost middle aged.
You're as old as Icarus.
I am only 32.
Ooh, we're the
How
same
old are
age.
you, Icarus?
I am.
How crazy is it that we've traveled together for 3 weeks, fought life and death, and we don't know
40 something, yeah.
how
Am I
old
only
we are?
42?
I mean, to be fair, I have you have people you work with. You don't. It's not like
That's on
talking to
purpose.
them, sometimes it comes up, but I feel like it's not always you gotta say each other's ages.
Holy shit! I thought I had said like 60 something, but I am 30. I am 42.
You
Hey, look
said
at that.
yeah,
We're all
you
some
said
old
you're
people.
mid-age, but you look like shit. That's what
Yeah.
you've said.
It's not like he was a smoker, it's like the smoke smoked him.
All right.
Well, this is probably a good place to end, unless you guys want to keep going. I'm good to keep going. It's up to you guys.
You can
I'm
end it
really
here.
hungry,
Okay.
and I have a kitchen to clean.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Me too.
All right. That's all right. We'll go back. to
Epic
the
session,
page.
though.
Look at that. You
Good.
guys are all be my best friends, okay?